Hello and welcome to the Extreme Z Podcast, the only Dokkan podcast making your favorite talk show format relevant again. I'm your host, Epic Mewtwo, aka Dokkan Assets.
And I'm your co-host, Kayvon.
Bro, are you good?
Did it do it again? Discord, why?
Oh, I'm sorry, bro. Yeah, we've been having...
Bruh, I hate...
We've been having...
All the homies hate Discord.
Why is it that literally it's only been when we've been recording?
I don't know. I really don't know.
I don't understand. Literally, we were talking for a little bit in between, the behind the scenes sections of the video.
Of course.
And we literally had no problems. And then as soon as we record, Discord's like, time to lag.
Yeah, I do not know. Sorry about that, by the way, viewers and you.
With viewers
I'm not
you.
slow, it's fine.
Nah, you good, Chief. No worries. But regardless, one thing that's not slow is our interview today that we're going to be doing later in this episode.
Segue.
Transitions. We had Social Fire on the episode today for a interview. We have not had an interview in a little bit of a fat minute. So we definitely wanted to get somebody on for an interview. One of the goons in the community, as it were.
Yeah.
And Social
a very good
Fire,
one too. So definitely stay tuned for it.
Yes, definitely stay tuned for it. We had a fantastic time with the interview. Social was nice enough to, after we interviewed Jin, she was like, yeah, I'll come on if you want. We were like, it's free real estate.
Yeah.
So perfect. Worked out very nicely for the sake of the podcast. But thank you to Social for coming on. And we had a great time in the interview. So definitely check that out after we get into the news. Let's go ahead and get started here. So, starting off with JP. Well, there is actually one pretty exciting thing besides Gohan being the main thing. But we did actually get the weekend summons come back to JP.
Oh, yeah, JP, you haven't got that in a while, have you?
Yes, it has been like... I can't remember. And I know my memory's bad, but like... Yikes.
It's fine, King. No worries.
Oh, thanks. See, now I know what you're doing. You're doing the thing we were just talking about. Thanks, King. Anyway.
Don't gotta do me like this.
The weekend summons are very exciting for that to return. That banner did actually have a couple of LRs on it. Didn't have all the newest stuff, but still very cool because obviously
Is it on DMZ Space yet?
It definitely should be. I'll actually pull that list up.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it myself.
But what's super cool...
Keep reading the news, I'll tell you.
Yeah, well, I was just gonna say it's super cool because regardless, that means that also you have to load one more tab because it's down. That means that someone's gonna pull an LR off of this for literally free. So that's super cool.
Free.
It's you know what it's up to? It's up to the 4th anniversary LRs. Because
Really?
it's
That old?
the most recent, at least that I see here, unless I'm mixing up my dates, is Baby and the GT Trio.
No, you definitely seem to be right. Yeah.
Funny enough, there's obviously a bunch of other recent unfeatured units. We literally have like the anniversary Trunks and Bardock, as well as Deborah, Raditz, the 13 movie Trunks.
To be fair, I think that's not the worst thing because there are free tickets and then
again, literally free, so it's fun.
Yeah. No, it's not the worst thing.
So very cool regardless. We did actually have a pretty decent Twitter campaign that has been going on for a little while now on the JP Twitter. JP Twitter recently hit 700,000 followers, which is a huge milestone, so that's pretty cool. Very glad to, see that the Twitter account is doing well for both versions, but, specifically in this case, JP. Basically, it was a bunch of different steps for the Twitter campaign. I believe by now all of these rewards have gone out, but basically just interacted with the tweets. There were some different polls that they held, like what would you guys rather have for a reward, or like I'm sure they did some of the quiz stuff, but regardless, still very cool to see that happening. We did get a brand new battlefield, which is really cool. Obviously, that means that it is, I believe, would another Deborah copy have been added then? Yeah?
I don't know, actually, sadly. I'd have to check.
Interesting. Maybe I'll pull. You know what I could? Oh, I have JP on my computer right now. I'll pull it up.
In JP, I'll pull it out in a second.
Okay, thank you. Regardless, though, the update came for that, so that's cool. Always good to get some more stones for that. We did actually have a super interesting piece of information. This is less news and more so just like a really interesting tidbit. they actually gave out the stats for the top 7, because of course it's 7 considering the meme, for the wish strips on the top 7
Oh
selected
yeah.
units. 7 was Int Brienne, 6 was AGL Super Saiyan 2 Goku, 5th was
Mhm.
STR Topo, 4th was Fizz Kale, 3rd was AGL Caulifla, 2nd, which I would have never seen coming, is the Tech, I believe that's Final Flash revival of F Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, and then Fizz Kefla was
Yeah,
number
because
1.
you are stupid.
Yeah.
And
I
people
always
love
forget
that.
about that. Yeah. And also too, I'm
Yeah.
sure that it helped with Kefla, that Kefla not like recently has come out on JP, but like kind of semi recently came out on JP.
Yeah, she's still pretty new.
Yeah, so I'm sure that people who
JP.
either pulled her or what have you probably wanted some copies for that. Not to mention, obviously, she's like a really good unfeatured character. So,
Also,
just
yes, we did
kind
get another copy of Deborah and Bobbity
of
because
sweet.
yeah.
Gonna be
So
buying
that's
another one of
second
those
good
real
one.
quick.
Yeah. I think it's like freezing King Cole on JP.
Yeah, definitely.
You get them dupes.
Exactly.
But anyway.
So really cool to be able to see these stats, because obviously it's not often that we get to see rankings like this. Especially when there was, let's see, kind of ish. What was it? It's kind of varied for the number of different types of characters there were, because I think some had a little bit more than others. But it was a lot of characters that you could choose from. So it was very cool being able to see the actual rankings for that, and that's good to know for next year
Yeah,
as well.
very nice.
It'll be interesting to compare and contrast to next year's Tanabata to see how that's changed and if some of those units are still on the leaderboard and whatnot. So yeah, only
Yeah.
time will tell on that, but still a very interesting tidbit. And it's cool seeing like that kind of gives you an idea of what unfeatured units people A like to pull and B like to run. So very cool information. Love stuff like that. Um, this was just something in the news, so we might as well cover it. They gave out like a couple of stones for it. Basically, the new chapter, the new issue rather, of the Dragon Ball Super manga came out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we got a couple of stones for that. That was pretty nice. We had the Android story event come back, the one where you could get Yardrat Goku. We also had the Imperfect Cell story event where you could get Exchange Vegeta. We also had the one where you could get the Exchange Goku come back as well. And this was actually pretty exciting, along with some other things we'll be talking about in a second here. Tech West Kai Absorbed Boo, the Big Thickums.
Yeah.
One of the worst Kid Boos originally, and one of the like, well, that's terrible Dokkan Awakening. Now actually Easy A's, and he's like super good.
Yeah, he's very good. With Kid Buu especially.
Yeah, so it's always really cool to be able to see some of these cards that are like basically you would never run them turn into absolute monsters. So always good to see that. We did have the Dragon Ball Seeker category banner go live. I wonder why. Speaking of which, another hint towards what's coming up. We also had the GT with the Android 17 and the Hellfighter 17, I think is his name. That story event went back up. We also did have the easy area for the exchange units, because obviously since those events are live right now. And the teasing that we've kind of been implying here, Super 17 recently got his easy A.
The second 120.
Yes, which is really cool to see. We kind of gave our thoughts in general on the 120 easy A's in the last episode. But Super 17 definitely got a good easy A. This would be more of a you kind of topic, though. What do you think about it?
So it fixed his issue, I'd say, pretty well, because his main issue was his damage was a bit lacking, and they bumped it up to 150% total, which definitely helps. And he gets some key now, too. What I thought they would do is just give him defense, but they just went ham on the damage reduction. And when he's fully stacked, he gets 70% damage reduction, which you're not taking any damage at that rate. That's literally Golden Frieza damage reduction. We know how good he is.
That's pretty high. Yeah.
Yeah, with 150% attack. The dummy. And like level 15 immense. The a lot of damage.
I think he'll probably end up being one of the better easy A's.
And that's yeah. Let's not forget he gives target Goku allies 17% chance to crit.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Like a base dupe unit with a 17% chance to crit is kind of stupid.
Yeah.
Just being honest, like
I mean, even obviously
him
people max crit too.
Yeah, like that's max crit without skill loss, max crit is 40%. That's average 57% if you want to look at it like that. Not
Bro,
really, but
could you imagine if LR Trunks was on target Goku? That would
don't
be
imagine
super dumb.
it
Um,
would. But
But
yeah,
yeah, so good
very
stuff
good
with
unit though.
17. Yeah, I will admit, like we said, we'll kind of just summarize it. It is kind of disappointing that the 120s are getting easies now, just because
Yeah.
some of the ones that are already like kind of decent and further down the line could have a lot more of an impactful EZA. We'll kind of get a little bit of a weaker EZA now. It's kind of weird because like some of the 120s are still like absolutely disgusting, and some of them, like 17 and
Most
Broly
of the
are kind
super
of
ones,
lacking.
basically.
Yeah, basically,
Yeah.
yeah. All the homies at Akatsuki hate villains apparently.
Yeah, except Fizz Cooler.
Yeah,
Apparently.
except for Fizz Cooler because he's still dumb. Yeah, like his
Yeah.
EZA will, I don't even know. Like it'll just be nothing because
Probably
he's
like
already
130 attack and defense, maybe a high chance to crit against. Maybe they'll just make him a mini STR Cooler. Who knows? I mean, I wouldn't mind that, but yeah.
We'll see. But
I
nonetheless,
do get
though,
what you mean, though.
yeah, still super exciting that he was able to get it because obviously he's one that a lot of people were hoping would have a very good one, and obviously he did.
Yeah.
Of course, with that, his Extreme Z battle went up along with Buhan's because obviously Buhan is how you get the medals for the Weskai Absorbed. And then we also did have Bulma's Genius Battle Prep go up. Huh? What does that mean? You already know it should mean the World Tournament, which we'll talk about in a second. But there were apparently some defects with some support items. Interesting. Defect descriptions of the support items cannot be used for enemy characters that disable attack drop or defense drop. Target items Nurse Chi-Chi, Shamao, not sure what that is, and the mouse. This bug is scheduled to be fixed in the future version upgrade. We will inform you in the notification in the application as soon as the correspondence is completed. Interesting.
I did not know about that.
Yeah, I assume we'll probably get a couple of stones for that too.
Probably.
Moving on, though, we did have some new Super Battle Road stages introduced. Finally, 10 new ones, in fact, and they're all super, super great.
Yep.
Off the top of my head, let's see. We have Youth, Time Travelers, Goku Family, Vegeta Family, Final Trump Card, Coolers category. What's up? Yeah, Wicked Bloodline Coolers category. Sorry, Cooler is just, the Frieza basically now.
True.
Let's see, what else? Youth, Time Travelers, like I said.
All
the homies.
We'll get back to you on that.
Well, let me. I'll look it up on the wiki in the meantime. But well, we did also get the introduction of a brand new Super Battle Road LR. That being IMO, the most wholesome Super Battle Road LR so far. That being the Goku and Gohan riding on the, I guess you'd call it a mechanical dinosaur.
Yeah.
Super wholesome essay. Very, very much good. Love. Happiness. Joy.
Bring your
positive
kid
emotions.
on the remote controlled dinosaur day.
Yeah, it's very good. There you go. Yeah, that was funny. By the way, we missed Universe 7, Universe 6 movie heroes, and Super Saiyans is what we missed.
Okay.
Yeah. Besides that, like we said, Youth, Vegeta Family, Goku Family, Time Travelers, and Wicked Bloodline. So, yeah, very, very cool.
Yeah.
Typical missions for those, by the way, same thing. Beat all of them, beat the even and odd ones, and then beat 120 times to be able to get all the copies of the LR. So,
yeah,
good stuff there. Very, very excited to always get a new Super Battle Road LR. We did also have a World Tournament come and go. I did not even participate. I'll tell you, I did like maybe one whole run because I was just like, I'm just not feeling the World Tournament, and I wanted the stones, so I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Revamp the World Tournament, please, Bandai.
No, I definitely understand that.
I also just wanted a break from it. But nonetheless, though, there was actually some pretty cool stuff that was introduced in this World Tournament. The brand new prize card was actually a new Trunks, which was pretty cool. He is the one from the BoJack movie. Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Obviously, still, Piccolo Daimao is the current LR, so you can obviously get more copies of him. Oh, I didn't get copies of him. Okay, now that I kind of regret that. Nonetheless, though.
Yeah. I can understand that one.
Yeah, unfeatured SSR ticket banner. We actually had the movie Heroes support Gohan be added to that, which was pretty cool, as well as the STR family Kamehameha, or sorry, father son Kamehameha EZA Gohan, and as well to the World Tournament prize banner. Besides 18 and Vegito being on there, and also Kid Pan, we had the Goku Black be added as well. The base form won the STR, and the Int Kid Gohan, the one with the long hair, where it would have been he's training.
Just got his TR too, yeah.
Yes, and we just got his TUR as well. And a brand new World Tournament card was also introduced. A brand new SSR STRTN, which is also very cool to see. It's always great when they...
From the DB Saga banner.
Yeah, always great when they put stuff about that. So this was interesting. And we kind of talk about this every single World Tournament, to be honest, so we'll keep it brief. But essentially, as per usual, they sent out a, addition of explanation regarding account suspension related to fraud. Postscript added support for accounts that violate the terms of service. Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle has terms of service so that you can enjoy playing. I don't know if that's how that works, but all right. Thank you, DBG Space. Funny translation. We will continue to take action as soon as we can confirm the situation. We appreciate your understanding and cooperation. So essentially, they do this every single World Tournament, and they kind of talk about it in the little bit more of a description. But essentially, this talks about like don't break the terms of service. Obviously, don't mod the game. Don't use funny stone service, that sort of stuff. They don't say some of that stuff explicitly, but that's what they're kind of implying. And I mean, obviously they say don't break the terms of service and don't fraudulent acts. Obviously don't do anything illegal. I don't even really know how you could do that on this game, but regardless, they essentially send this out every time because there's always people who hack and mod the World Tournament. And they always end up getting banned, because there's not really a good way to figure out who's hacking in Dokkan. It's kind of hard to do because a lot of the things that we have nowadays literally will, like, even if you do an instant run, it'll send a time to the server that is like a regular time that you could actually beat the event in. So it's really hard to track when people are, hacker voice, I'm in. When it comes to Dokkan and, amongst other things, just modding the game and whatnot, insta-win, max damage, that sort of stuff. But with the World Tournament, since it's, with points, and they can obviously see a little bit better, kind of what's going on with how you're playing and whatnot, they always take that opportunity to ban a bunch of people who are modding the World Tournament. Yeah, banned. So that's basically what this notice is for. If you didn't do anything wrong in the World Tournament, then you're fine. Don't even worry about it. But I figure it's always worth bringing up because it literally comes up every single time during a World Tournament. And I always see at least one person being like, uh-oh, fraudulent account. What does that mean? So I figured I'd just give a little bit of explanation. So unless you modded the World Tournament, you don't got nothing to worry about. Moving on. We did have weekend missions come back on JP, which is always a pog. We had some also as well exclusive weekend missions, which were the weekend summon tickets, which they actually added with some weekend missions, which was super cool. You could get a full multi on the weekend banner, which is 5 tickets. Obviously that banner went live as well. The featured units were a bunch of androids, which I thought was kind of an interesting theme.
Android themed, oh boy.
We also had the World Tournament come and go, of course, and who could forget the Kid Goku event? Please just revamp it. I'm sick of it. Thank you. Also, don't forget to hydrate. Regardless, though, besides just other events coming back, the only other thing of note, really, was that we did have 2 more EZAs added to the Hero Extermination EZA area. Oh boy, EZA area. But these guys are actually well in need of EZAs, that being Tech Majin Vegeta, the OG Majin Vegeta, and the Fizz Mr. Boo, where he's holding his hands above your head. Yeah, you had this in your layout for a while, too. Only OGs will remember that, but because I was the one who made it, so I remember. Yeah. But anyway, though, besides that, that was basically it. Just another little promo for Super Battle Road, obviously telling you, hey, you can still get all the other LRs from missions and whatnot. Of course, you can get Grand Kais for winning these things, and of course, the promo image for the most wholesome card in Dokkan. Don't at me. It's your turn.
All right, so starting off with Global. 5th year has now officially come to an end, and to start off the preparation for 350 million downloads, I can't talk. We are starting to get the link skill update implemented in the next version update, which is very nice, very quick too. So yeah, they gave us the notifications of adjustment to link skills and the new link skill feature, which yeah, they explained it. Everything. It's basically the same thing we know on JP. How basically every link skill goes up to level 10. Key links don't stack anymore, which still sucks, but oh well, and all that stuff.
F mega
We
engine.
yeah, we got the new stage for the Universe 6 event, which also means the new Dokkan event coming, which was Kefla. And everybody likes to meme about the Dokkan event image, and I understand completely.
Why? I
Why not?
like it's well, okay. So it's weird because like they've done stuff like this before. Sorry, Asset Man's gonna take over here real quick. Like
Oh boy.
they've done stuff like this for a little bit of like, you know, a teaser when they'll put a character in there that like maybe it's just a fusion. They'll put like a Goku or Vegeta and they won't actually put the character.
Mm.
And they always do a funny little like, you know, like saying or whatever, you know, that's like in relation to the character, and then like, you know, the text kind of implies what you know, the card is going to be. Obviously we already know because, you know, we, you know, if you know, you know. But this was just such a weird way. Like I know it's just the five guys, burgers and fries, chilling in the Global Akatsuki offices that like run global, but like pop out that thing we got before the tourney. Like, okay, first of all, in the actual tournament, I don't even think they ever call it a tourney. Maybe, you know, I guess that could be the subs rather, but I don't think I even remember any of them saying anything else but tournament no taikai, right? So like
Sure.
nani on that one. And like just the whole structure of the sentence is weird. It's just it's not very good, and also the way that they emphasize like because the text that's pop out and before the tourney is white, and then they make it like red, like that thing we got. Like it's like I don't know. It's sort of like when your buddy has a surprise for you and you know what the surprise is and you both know what the surprise is, but you're still trying to keep it a secret. And you're like, you know, and like they've already figured it out long ago.
You know, you know.
I know I've been overanalyzing this for like 3 minutes. I'm sorry, but it's like, come on, man. I will say though, as awkward as the asset looks, in my opinion anyway, I am glad that they nabbed something from LR Kale and Caulifla because I think that's a good use of Kale and Caulifla because those are probably some of the best Kale and Caulifla assets in Dokkan. So definitely good choice for card, but it's just kind of awkward. Literally, it's POV your Kale.
Yeah, it is. Honestly.
And Khalifa is asking you to fuse. I'm sure some of you would be into that, but nonetheless.
Okay, we're done with this conversation.
No. I mean, would you not want to fuse with a strong Saiyan?
Not with Khalifa, honestly.
Why?
I don't know, man. I don't feel like becoming a part of Kefla.
Fair enough. Well, then you wouldn't be Kefla. You'd be like Kavana.
All right, we're done with the conversation on the global news.
Oh man.
New checkable history coming out, and funny enough, we got the youth one along with Universe 6, even though youth is supposed to come with Gotenks and Boo. I don't know why they did that, but hey, free stonks.
Maybe they'll put something in its place?
Yeah, I don't know, actually. I'm very interested to see how they do that. So yeah, Universe 6 story event went live, and we also got the Crank It Up Maximum Power campaign, which is literally just Kale and Caulifla on the art.
Yeah, just the card art. Yeah, that's also just the LR, but
which is also made up out of the free-to-play card. But
yeah. It all goes full circle.
We got the login bonus, the mission, Dragonstone sale, the usual Kefla arrives. Banner is completely unchanged. She did bring Beerus discounts though. Very nice.
Yeah,
keep doing that, Global.
That was
just steal Waller stones.
That was something interesting to know. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
Was that like the discounts on this banner were actually pretty good? It's like as funny as it is. Me and Kayvon were literally talking about it. Like it is some of the biggest bait that we've ever seen, but it's really good bait.
Yeah.
because they did, let's see, what was it? Can I find
It's 25 stones, 35 stones, then 45 stones.
yeah.
You get 5 characters, 7 characters, then a full multi. With the
And
last multi
then
being guaranteed featured.
yeah. And aren't they all
And the
guaranteed
first two are,
SSR?
yeah, the first 2 are guaranteed SSR. The last one is guaranteed featured SSR.
Yeah. Like that's some
And for a
high tier
total of
bait.
100 stones. Yeah, for 100 stones, you get 2 SSR and a featured. Hello?
Yeah.
Pog?
Yeah, that is pretty poggers.
But yeah.
Very cool to see, though. I hope that I don't think they ever will, unfortunately, but I do really hope that they bring something like that to JP because
JP needs some love at this point, man.
like,
This is so
it's literally
sad.
just a normal Dokkan Fest banner, and they're doing some stuff like that. It's like, bro, that's kind of dummy dumb, you know what I'm saying?
Like, it's so funny that we call Global Shaft so much nowadays. JP's the one really getting shafted out here, boys. The chat, F Mega.
I honestly, I feel like there's been more JP shafts lately. I don't know, maybe it's
No,
just
I
me.
honestly feel like I could definitely agree. I'm all for Global getting some treatment, you know, it's get what we deserve. But JP shouldn't be left in the dust like this. You know, you can make up for lost time, Akatsuki. I appreciate it, but don't leave your first child in the dust, please.
Thanks.
You know what I mean?
Thanks, Mr. Kotsky. I appreciate it. By the way,
I'll stick up for you. No worries.
that's going to be a theme later in the podcast, blaming Mr. Kotsky.
Oh yeah, of course.
Continue.
All right.
Before I get even more depressed.
Oh no, we have the Rapid Growth category summon, Elder Kai banner, Kefla's Dokkan event, the Universe 6 event, like I mentioned, Dragon Ball History, a new battlefield, all the Universe Battle Saga events like usual. Whis' training is now on the weekends. Obviously, it's like it is on JP right now. It's available every weekend. The Fizz banner is going live with the Awakenings for Gohan and Boo. And this is also very interesting. I don't know how to feel with this. They're bringing the the event where you get the candies to exchange for like the Goku holding up Gohan, the Ultimate Gohan, and the Goku who's like Angel.
Yeah.
Those guys are coming to Global already.
Oh, but they came with Boo.
Exactly. Like, what's happening, bro? Go things and Boo celebrations getting everything ripped away from it. Like, what's going to happen for that on Global? I'm very concerned about that, honestly.
I wonder if they'll like, I don't know. No, there's no way that the timing would make sense for them to slap that before 350.
No, they cannot. They probably did this so that the 350 would make sense being Boo Saga themed. Because obviously, let's be honest, that's most likely where it's going to be. Like, 99% sure. So, like, maybe have a good transition, but it's still weird to take from that celebration unless it's replaced with something, but I have no idea. We'll have to see, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. That is kind of odd. I mean, I hope that they don't. That'll be a global shaft. I mean, I guess you still get the content, but then that'll be like.
Yeah, imagine complaining about getting content sooner. Can't be now, but.
Well, I mean, but.
No, I know what you mean. I was just jabbing at the Reddit more than anything, I'll be honest.
I got you. Shout out to the homies.
Well, it's definitely going to be weird because, like, yeah, of course, I don't want that celebration to be more barren.
Right,
like,
yeah, that's what I was
sure,
going
they could just rerun this. They could just rerun the story events, but, like, it's not the same. It's not like there's not new story events, you know?
Right, of course not.
So they're already like pre-farmed them.
Global first story event?
I could see it. That is an option. I could see it.
That would be very interesting.
That is an option.
Yeah, I guess.
And besides that, we got the teaser for Explosive Chain Battle. Literally exactly the same. Oh yeah, by the way, Kefla's category is also called Rapid Growth. Rapid Growth on Global. But yeah, so no name changes there. But funny enough, didn't you in the assets? Wasn't the battle like the chain battle item called like Unity something?
I think on the wiki, it was someone. Maybe it was Garesh translated it, or maybe it was a wiki translation. But yes, it was called the Unity medal, emblem of cooperation.
Like low-key, like that name kind of slapped him though.
That's literally the same thing, just said differently.
Like
Unity medal, right? Togetherness, right? Cooperation, and it's a medal. Emblem, you could consider it a medal and emblem of cooperation. Interesting.
Personally, I like both are good, but I like medal of cooperation has that kind of like zing to it. I don't know.
Emblem of cooperation, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of also feel like that's like I'm about to devalue your whole thing here. I'm sorry. It's like when you're in kindergarten and you finished a group project and then the teacher gives you the emblem of cooperation. It's just some like little plastic medal.
Bro, I'm getting all those emblem of cooperations. I know what you mean.
It's reminiscent of like the the whole kindergarten like gold star meme.
Bro, I want these gold stars. I want these gold equipment. You know what I mean?
Fair, fair.
Anyhow. We got the part 1 survey. Yeah, I think it's on JP. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Say that again.
The anniversary surveys
What about them?
that JP had them do.
I believe so, if memory serves. Yes.
So they came to global pretty much. This was very interesting. So it's kind of dumb, but also kind of nice. So the 55 tickets summon banner went live again because it ended the 12th, and then it went live again as a single summon banner.
Oh, so in case you
anyone who did not use all 55 tickets, you basically get 5 tickets for a single. Granted, that single is not guaranteed SR or anything, so you can literally walk out with like 5 Rs, but it's something at least. More than, not to dog on JP by saying this is going to sound mean, but like more than what JP did for if somebody missed a ticket. Because those are probably just sitting in your box, sadly, and you just have to like sell them.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, I feel like the tickets could have at least been made like SSR, guaranteed SSR, maybe?
Maybe.
I don't know. Like every like 2 summons you get an SSR or something? I don't know.
Question: was the 5th anniversary survey 2 parts? I don't remember that.
I don't know actually, but I was about to say I was going to mention that part 2 just came out.
If I could. So, do we know the difference?
I think it's just a part. I think it's just a survey split into 2. Maybe it's just they did it for global for the aesthetics, or like the Gogeta side and the Vegito side.
But like, what's the difference in the surveys? Is what I'm saying.
Like the thing is, I'm pretty sure like on JP maybe there's just one bigger survey, and on global it's just split into 2 parts.
No,
which is like the same questions.
I know, but I'm saying like, what's the difference in the actual like questions?
I wouldn't know. I have not seen the questions for the second one, sadly.
Gotcha. Do you know if they're different? Oh, I guess that answers.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, well, nonetheless, though, let's see. The part 2 one is available now. That ends the 18th, so that'll still be up by the time this video goes up. Definitely go fill that out because I know.
And I think you get more stones for doing it.
Probably. Right? I'm kind of sad because I missed. Excuse me. I missed the first one, and I was literally gonna do it like today. And then I realized that it was. It's okay. I'm sure most of what what I would have wanted to input anyway, most people said, so it's okay. I'll do the part 2 one regardless. But anyway, definitely go fill that out because it's obviously not a rarity, but it is a little bit more rare for Dokkan to ask for community feedback. So obviously whenever that's an option, we always want to participate, which is so funny considering I missed the part 1 one. But regardless,
3 stones. Don't worry about it too much.
Well, I mean, also, I wonder if that could always. Oh, this would be so ironic if it's like a community survey, but then if you fill out the survey and they put your name in for the stones or like your ID or whatever, and then they see that you hacked in the past, they ban you.
Oh, that would suck.
That'd be also super ironic too.
It would, honestly. That's some Legends anniversary memes right there.
That is very much so some Legends anniversary memes.
So besides 55, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that. Yeah, the next thing for
Okay. It's just server maintenance for the app update is going to be 6.5 hours. Very meaty maintenance.
Wow, that's pretty big.
First place for Kefla. Wow, 7 stones. Thank you, Luxembourg. Bro, Luxembourg or Sims? I'm sorry.
Bro, see, Luxembourg is the kind of people who'd want to fuse with Khalifa. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Oh boy. And besides that, just some things to say. Use your 5th year coins. Use your redstone. And besides the part 2 survey, there's 2 important things. The update is basically confirmed coming with that maintenance 19th. which brings the link skills,
What does the
basically everything
update
important on
into?
JP.
Okay,
Yeah, link skills, a better like link skill like viewing system. It shows you the units you have instead of the units you don't, which is I think really good.
yeah. Is that better than JP's at the moment?
No, it's how JP is
Okay,
right
I
now.
was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah, because before it like just had a list of the units instead of like, and it was like a 1 row list, so you had to like scroll through the whole thing.
Gotcha.
But now you have like a 5 row unit of each unit with the link.
That's nice.
Very nice, honestly. And besides that, finally you can click on the unit, hold it, and it shows the links that are active. Amazing update.
Yes.
Better for global, considering you can't read JP. But
I mean, unless you play or unless you can read Japanese, but yeah.
I mean, yeah, if you can, then big dubs regardless.
Shout out
but...
to the homie Jinro, ironically enough.
Exactly, and the homie Garash. Let's not forget the true homie.
Aren't you forgetting something though?
Am I?
The greatest campaign to grace Dokkan history?
I don't know what you're talking about. Just the LR Hercule campaign.
Let's go!
Simultaneous on both versions, by the way. So this solidifies the Boo Saga theme for 350 mil in my eyes. So it's basically the usual campaign. If you have an LR, you get 10 more stones, 7 extra guys. Wow, 3 extra guys, and if you don't, then sucks to suck.
F Mega.
Yeah, pretty much. I kind of don't like how they started doing that, but
same.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah, it
they
used to
already
be
nerfed
so good.
the rewards from Goku and Frieza. Yeah, because you used to get 50 stones total. Now they only give 30. 30 if you have the unit already. So like, it's still nice though. It's going to be made easier to get them, and people think you might easy. It's a very likely option.
Yeah, that would be.
Considering how hard easy is, but yeah.
Hopefully, it won't be as dumb as 2002 Goku. Check out the last episode for our thoughts on that.
Yep. And that is coming to both Global and JP, and that is our Global.
Oh, actually, I did want to note, because I realized as you're reading the Dokkan news, of course you're reading the Dokkan news. As you're reading the news, I was like, wait a minute, we're definitely forgetting something here. We actually did forget. Me, because DBZ Space didn't update yet. So I guess Renzi forgot. F. Couple of things. One, I don't think we talked about it last time. Yeah, because it just got introduced 2 days ago. Rosie, Kakunza, and Ribrianne were, introduced into the game and awakened respectively. And they also got their own EZA area. Which was super cool to see. The STR, Ribrianne got an awakening. Kakunza and Rosie were both introduced into the game.
Wait, this happened before, remember?
Did it? It says it.
Yeah.
Maybe it returned.
It's new because it just got brought back for the campaign. Yeah.
Gotcha. Because.
Because this is why.
Happy gals. We just had a brand new Rising Dragon Carnival drop. This is essentially JP's bait right before the 350 mil celebration. A Rising Dragon Carnival.
With Peppy Gals, huh?
Yes, it's Launch and Oceanus both got awakenings. The yellow-haired Launch now Dokkan awakens into blue-haired Launch, which then transforms into yellow-haired Launch. When she supers and has a transformation into yellow-haired Launch, it's really weird. It's the first card like it, but it's still pretty cool. Oceanus also got an awakening. Her art is actually adorable.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And the super attacks for both of them are actually really, really good.
Yeah, Oceanus got a nice little glow up, honestly. Yes, it was already really good, but
100%. The banner actually too. So 2 things of importance about it. A, LRs are obviously on it, so that's pretty cool. B, we also have the fact that it is a blue coin banner, which is like unheard of these days when it comes to Dokkan.
Probably the best blue coin banner besides Heroes, I'd say.
Yes, 100%. Because obviously, usually, an LR banner would have yellow coins, but of course, since this is just a double rate banner, it's kind of one of those like miscellaneous banners. It has the blue coins. So, I wouldn't recommend summoning on this right now, especially since 350 mil is right around the corner, and that will be much more worth your stones. But obviously, LR chances are pretty high on this. Everything should be on it. Unfortunately, DBZ Space doesn't have the updated summon list, so I can't show that to you. F in the chat as per usual on that one. But the other great thing to note actually with that is that the featured units on that banner are actually like all super good. Oh, actually, I do have the list of
Yeah.
here, the LRs here from the wiki. It looks to be Kellen Cleefla, Mighty Mask, Baby, Majin Vegeta, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, LR Gohan, GT Trio, Black, Broly, Goku and Frieza, Bojack, Beerus, Trunks and Mai, OG Broly, Full Power Frieza, Trunks, Bardock, Androids, and Fizz Cell.
No Spirit Bomb Goku?
No, guess not.
That's weird.
Interesting. That's at least what the wiki says.
Oh.
Regardless, though, yeah, I don't know. Regardless, though, I will tell you, the featured units are all really, really good. Besides Launch and Oceanus, we have the Kid Fizz Chi-Chi, the Int Brienne, the Fizz Ribrianne, Tech and STR Kalen Caulifla, respectively, Tech Bulla, and Android 21. All fantastic Peppy Gale units. And wait, I'm looking at the wrong banner. You know why there's only those units? Because I clicked on it on the wiki, and the wiki
first banner.
Yep, the wiki doesn't have it listed.
It
Curse you, Dokkan Wiki. All right, well then
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh
well. You know what? Impromptu. I will look at the banner right now.
All right, that. Well, I'm looking at the banner right now in terms of feature units already.
We have Launch, Oceanus, West Kai, the Gohan from the Super Saiyan Great Saiyaman, there we go.
Yeah.
From the Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Majin Vegeta Dual Dokkan Fest. Tech Jackie Chun, AGL Nail, STR Piccolo Daima, Tech Raditz, Fizz the Boar from the same Dual Dokkan Fest, and Fizz Fowzer.
Yes, that sounds a lot more correct than what I read on the stream the other night. Yeah.
Very good banner regardless, honestly. That's a stupid good banner.
Shout out to the Dokkan Wiki for clowning on us on that one. But
Jebaited.
Yeah, we really did get jebaited. Nonetheless, though, still super, super cool to be able to... yeah, here we go. Now they have the updated one. Okay, that's so dumb. Hold up. So the wiki on the list of like banners on like the images that, you know, like kind of scroll across on the front, if you click on it, it leads to the old one. But then if you go into the current list of banners and then click on it that way, which you have to go through 3 different tabs to get to, then it has the updated list. Dokkan Wiki mod slacking. I've never seen that happen before. Literally, that's not sarcasm.
Dang, bro.
Besides the LRs that we mentioned, though, Gumku is on there, Nappa is on there, Jiren is on there. I don't remember if we said Tech Broly. Godku is on there. Int Rose is on there. UI Goku is on there. The Broly Trio is on there, and that's all the additions.
So it's basically every LR.
Literally, yeah, everything that's new.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I was about to say, like, are they starting to take LRs off banners, bro?
The Dokkan Wiki's starting to take away my sanity is what's happening here.
Well, I mean, I thought, keep your sanity, my friend, because we have an interview to do.
The transit, you got it. You got there eventually. I appreciate it.
I tried to give me a break, but we're not getting there until you guys watch this ad.
We'll see you in a second. And we are back. Came on, that's your live, bro.
Obligatory watch ad.
There you go. I was waiting for it. Bro. I knew it was coming. Well, besides our...
I couldn't think of one back this time.
Bro, we always have the quippy, the witty remark on deck. What happened?
Bro, I'm sleep. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
But you know, it isn't sleep. This interview. Got him.
Transition. Thank you. That was good. I like that one. Please welcome. Oh my gosh, this is already going off to a great start. Please welcome our guest for today's social fire. How you doing?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Of course.
Well, thanks for joining.
Yeah, happy to have you. We were excited to interview you, not just obviously because we kind of have a list of people that we'd like to interview eventually. When you were like, yeah, I'd be free to do it after we interviewed Jim, we were like, perfect, you're next on the list. No effort required. Literally just hit it up and we're good.
Yep.
Good stuff. All right, well, we are going to get started with our interview questions here. We're going to go through 3 different sections of questions. First of all, we're going to start with some Dokkan related questions, a little bit of your history with the game, stuff like that.
All right.
Then we'll go over some Dragon Ball related questions, some questions about your online presence. I know, very fancy. Sip the tea and crumpets. And then just some specific questions to you.
That sounds good to me.
All right, cool. Kayvon, would you like to do the honors of the first question?
Let us begin. All right, so first up, how did you find out about Dokkan and where did you first hear about it?
So I've actually known Jinro for several years, and I would watch him play. So he told me about it, and I've been into Dragon Ball for a really long time. I grew up watching it and stuff, so he already knew that I liked Dragon Ball, and he didn't really show me the game. He would be playing it, and be chilling there and watching him play, and then I was like, oh, this looks pretty cool. And for the longest time, I didn't think I had time for it. So I'd watch him play, and then I realized after a while, like, I'm sitting here talking to him, and we're talking about units and teams and stuff. I'm like, man, I just need to download this because it looks like fun. I'm already talking to him about it.
Fair.
Like what?
And literally from day one, which was about a little over 2 years ago, I think I'm like in close to 900 days now.
Wow.
Pretty much day one, though, I was like hooked. So that's pretty much it.
Okay. Yeah. No, it's good. It's interesting. Funny enough, our next question was literally going to be, when did you start playing Dokkan? So that gives us a good idea there. Do you remember what the first banner was around then?
Oh gosh. What was the first banner? I'm trying to remember because I started, I think around 2 year, or I started before the 2 year anniversary, maybe. I'm trying to remember what was the first banner. I can actually probably look at my
There you
deck.
go. Just whatever's the first thing that comes to your mind on the first banner. I know, like, the first, I think I played before it, but the first thing that I can remember is on JP. I remember Tech Tanks. By the way, good luck on getting the easy A for Goku.
Oh God.
Oh
sorry.
yeah.
I can't resist. I'm not. We're not happy about it either. That was a previous
Oh no.
podcast
Yeah.
topic.
I'm not looking forward to that.
Yeah.
The banners. I remember doing the anniversary banners with him for like LR Vegito and LR Gogeta.
Mm-hmm.
But I had been playing since several months before that, since I March. So like first banner. Jesus.
You could do I think if you are actually looking at your box, you could just do acquired and then scroll down to the bottom.
That probably must have been during about maybe some of the 120s, because second year started the 120s on Global.
Yeah.
And we got in Gogeta.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Gogeta and Vegeta were third year, and then the 4s were 2 year.
Yeah. Did I? I'm trying to look through here. Because for a while, I did not pull any featured units, so that doesn't help me either.
Welcome to Dokkan.
So I'm like looking like, when did I actually pull relevant stuff? Because it was hard for the longest time. Because I had like the weakest decks. I could not run like anything. And then I remember pulling like Tech Vegito Blue on the anniversary. And then I could finally like run somewhat of a decent team at that point. Enough to get through.
Yeah. When Dokkan didn't have GSSR, I don't want to.
That feels like so long ago.
Oh man, I'm so glad they have GSSR now.
Same.
Do you want to move on for now, and then maybe we can come back
I'll come back to that one. I'm gonna have to look through.
All good. Kayvon, go for it.
Here. What version of Dokkan do you play and prefer, and why?
Okay, so I started out on Global. I do have an alt account on JP, but I prefer mating Global. I mean, I can read everything. I don't speak Japanese, so that's the reason.
That's the easy answer, yeah.
Plus, I do kind of like knowing what's coming up to some extent. I can kind of plan with my stones. So, I mean, sometimes they throw curveballs at us on Global, and then I can't really prepare for that. But I do like knowing what's coming up, and then I don't speak Japanese, so JP is fun, but it's a little more challenging.
Fair enough. Yeah. Because when I play JP mainly, I played global originally, but I remember like for me, I think I just kind of like I saw it's like I don't know, maybe this says something more about my personality than like wanting to know what's coming up. But I was like, oh, the cool new shiny toy, I love it. But I don't know. I just sort of was like, yeah, I guess I know the button layout now, so I'm sure I can just like figure my way through it. And obviously nowadays we have like every translation under the sun at the ready, even though it's not obviously like as easy as being in game, but still, unless you're using Uni Dokkan, shout out to the boys. But regardless, though, that's not the point. But yeah, obviously it's a little bit more of a comfortable experience to be able to read it.
I think it's because I started on Global too, because I play other games where I started on like the JP version and I mained the JP version on those. So I think part of it's just that I started Global, so I already have like a better build on this one.
Right. Fair enough.
Yeah, I agree with that. I can agree with that.
Funny enough, even though Global was my original Global count was like absolute garbage, so the JP count ended up being better. And now the Global account I have is good, so that's cool. But yeah, no, I definitely feel that. All right, a tough, hard hitter question, and this will be interesting to see. When did you start playing on the? Or when you start playing? Oh my gosh, when did you start spending on the game, and why?
Okay, I know this one. So a little backstory for those that aren't as familiar. Like Android 21 is kind of like my little mascot for my channel, because we have like similar glasses and hair and stuff. And when her banner dropped, was the first time I spent stones. So because I felt like I needed to pull her, because it's like, okay, this is my mascot. I hadn't even done a face reveal at that point, so I felt like, okay, I really need to pull her. And of course, I did not. It was horrible.
Oh no, really?
It was so bad, but it kind of put me off spending stones for a while too, because I'm like, man, if I'm going to buy them just to get shafted.
Welcome to Dokkan.
The Dokkan mentality right there.
But yeah, I definitely remember that one.
When was it after that then? When was the follow-up, I guess?
For a while, I was grinding stones. I actually didn't spend too much for a while. I did a lot of like grinding. Broly movie units dropped, and I think I was still free to play then. I might have purchased a little bit around that time too.
Gotcha. That makes sense though. It's always the character that you feel some like strong connection to. You're like, gotta give that almighty dollar.
Yeah, they break you.
Exactly.
Sometimes the characters hit different,
Yeah. Sometimes I was just gonna say sometimes the characters hit you. That's not the expression. What am I don't know what I'm trying to say. Alright, whatever. Anyway, Kayvon, on the next question, my guy.
All right, so this is I'm very curious about this one. What would you say is your favorite LR, TUR, and team to run in Dokkan?
Ooh, okay, so I'm gonna say favorite LR based off of what I have.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I do not have Tech Broly. So since I'm going to base it off who I have, it would be, at this moment, I'm really enjoying Tech LR Vegito.
The new one?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
disgusting.
I'm having a lot of fun running him. I mean, it's kind of like I have a few favorites, but if I had to pick one right now, him and Tech Trunks, like it's kind of like neck and neck, because I use Tech Trunks a lot. Mm-hmm. I really love that unit too. Well, Tech Trunks isn't that would be UR. So
there you go. Question answered.
Yeah. So Tech Trunks would definitely be my favorite UR. And then team, Realm of Gods, I think I've always said Realm of Gods has been one of my favorites, and it's gotten even better. So that's a big bonus. But I do also enjoy the Future Saga and Time Travelers.
Mm-hmm. I'm seeing a trend.
Yeah, I am too.
Yeah, for a lot of trunks.
A lot of trunks, a lot of Vegeta.
Trunks and Vegeta. Yeah, those are my two favorites. So they're definitely a factor there. And then I do have AGL Gohan, so I've really enjoyed Kamehameha lately. But if I had to pick one, it's Realm of Gods.
Gotcha. It literally helps Vegito's on the team too. Yeah, I think the pattern is quite clear.
I'm very transparent.
Let me be clear. Anyway, all right. Well, moving on from from entering our wallets, how do you feel about the quality of free-to-play cards in Dokkan and how they've improved?
I feel like it's gotten a lot better for free-to-play players. I mean, I've been playing for a few years now, so I feel like I mean, it can be difficult, don't get me wrong, but I feel like they're bringing much better free-to-play units into the game. And you have like free-to-play Team Bardock now, and you also have the free-to-play Guinea Force teams, and those are teams that can at least help you get through some events. If you're like me starting out, I had terrible pulls and couldn't build any teams. So there's at least options like that where people can at least do that and get through some events, because that's really the struggle when you're starting out, is like awakening units and getting through some of those Dokkan events.
Definitely.
But I feel like it's gotten a lot better. I mean, you know, missions and stuff. I mean, I've been able to grind up quite a bit of stones myself without having to spend too much.
Those teams are all super helpful though. And they're pretty easy to grind as well, which also I think helps that fact too.
And free Rambo too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they have their own orbs too, if I remember.
Yes,
So
yeah.
it's completely free for people to do, which I think is a huge bonus, having those options.
Yeah, 100%. I hope they do more of those. Like I know people have
one for
wanted
350. Come on.
I know people have wanted a Shadow Dragons one for a while too, which would be pretty cool. Obviously they have to like, I guess they'd have to focus on teams of people though. I don't know. I can't really think of any other besides Bardock, Shadow Dragons, and what's up?
Pride Troopers.
Oh yeah, actually that would work perfectly.
It would.
I could see that.
Yeah, didn't they? What? Oh my gosh, we were just saying his name the other night when we were finishing up grinding him, but they already gave us that one free to play.
Yeah, casserole.
Yeah, thank you.
Funny casserole, man.
Funny food name. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Toriyama. But yeah, so I don't know. They I hope they do more like that because that'd be really cool.
Agreed.
Anyway, all right. Okay, Vaughn, hit us up.
I lost the question. Hold on. There we go.
There you go.
All right. So, would you still play Dokkan even if it wasn't a Dragon Ball game?
That's hard to say, because one of the things that got me into it was all the nostalgia. Like, I'm a huge Dragon Ball fan, so when I started playing, you know, that was a big factor for me. I do like a lot of the format of it, but if it wasn't, it's just hard. I guess it depends on what other anime it was. Probably not.
Say if it was like just as like standalone IP, if anything, like just no tie to any anime. Would you still play it?
Probably not, because for me, a lot of it is that it's Dragon Ball. Like,
I can respect that.
That's what most people say. I just like, I don't know. I always think that's so funny from the perspective of like, it's literally just the funny yellow-haired boys keeping us locked and loaded in, you know?
I mean, it's also the fact that because it is based off the anime, it's like we have something to attach to.
Agreed.
Which is why I personally feel like it's the issue with a lot of like like anime related gacha games and stuff like that. You don't have any like drive to keep playing, sort of. You know what I mean?
Right. Unless you get invested in like the game story, and then they have to do a really good job of portraying that story.
yeah,
I feel you.
exactly.
I feel you. All right, this one. Don't feel any obligation because you're sitting at the table right now. But who's your favorite Dokkan YouTuber?
My favorite. Well, I guess I have to say Jinra.
Okay. Well, I guess I should.
No, I'm just joking.
Well, don't feel obligated because of you know. Yeah.
Honestly, and this is gonna sound like I'm dodging the question, but it's not. One thing I like about the Dokkan community is I actually like a lot of the YouTubers in this community, bigger and smaller, and I don't really have any favorites besides Jinro, because I have to say that. But I like a lot of them in general. I mean, I watch a lot of people, and a lot of the collabs I've done recently, you know, I have a lot of fun with that. So I really can't name one person in particular, but you know, I feel like it's a community where I can honestly say I do like a lot of the YouTubers in it.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. I don't even think like there's not really anybody like in specific who, you know, like, because I feel like in a lot of communities there's always like one or two people or everybody's like, oh, I don't like that guy, but like, you know,
yeah,
right. I don't really feel that way about anybody.
Yeah, me neither. Which is good, obviously.
Yeah.
Everybody's very fun to interact with. I do have since you mentioned it, I think that was a question actually I wanted to ask, and I may have forgot to put it on there. Whoops! But since you mentioned the thing about the collabs, who's your favorite person that you've collabed with recently?
Gosh, that's too. I can't. I'll just say, if it's all right, I'll just say like a few of my more notable ones.
Go for it, yeah.
Like, obviously, I always have fun collabing with Jinro. I'm not even just saying that. Like, it's just funny.
I'm seeing a trend again here. No,
I have a lot of fun collabing with Turami. Hantan X was a lot of fun. Serlo, Garesh. That was a really chill collab. I had a lot of fun with that. Tiger. It's been a while, but I did have a lot of fun doing the 3-way with Truth and Jin too. So, I mean, I've really enjoyed all my collabs, and Mass Ninga was a lot of fun. If I'm forgetting somebody, I know.
Oof. No, I like Ninga too. Actually, funny enough, literally everybody that you've listed that I've collabed with, I enjoyed. So, they're all a pretty good time. Actually, I don't know if you know this. Maybe you do, because it's sort of a podcast meme. But Hantan is notorious on the podcast because he currently holds the record for the longest podcast episode, being almost 4 hours long.
Oh my God. I can see that though, because I gotta say, he is hilarious. Him and Nichigo X and Serlo are 3 of the funniest guys. Yeah. I will just watch them for hours. They're funny.
No, I love those players. All 3 of them are huge clowns, which I quite vibe with that.
I love it.
Yeah, they're great. But yeah, no, Hantan is always flexing his longest podcast episode, so completely unintentional as well. Jin came close, but he didn't quite make the mark, so Hantan still kept his championship belt, I guess, in this case.
So close to perfection.
Well, I don't know if I'm going to challenge that either. I don't know.
No, that's not. That podcast episode wasn't our intention. It just kind of happened.
Really, yeah. It did. Fun staying up to like 7 a.m. still recording, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that one we started a little bit late. Anyway, let's move on. Shout out to the boy Hantan.
So, yeah. So if you could add one thing to Dokkan, what would it be?
Oh, I don't think this is the thing yet. I would love to be able to set my friend lead. Because when I run teams, I get so annoyed because there's sometimes like showcases I have in mind or specific events I want to run, like, and I have to come back to them and
Sorry, Discord glitched for me there.
Oh no, you're fine.
You're good.
But it's hard because sometimes people won't be running a specific lead, and I really need that. So I want to be able to set my own lead, my own friend lead.
Yeah, no, I can agree with that.
I like how SB, or is it SBR? What isn't it SBR that gives you the rainbow friend? Am I misremembering that?
The ESBR gives you a rainbow friend, yeah.
Like
regular SBR is a no dupe one.
Just make that everywhere, the rainbow friend. That would be perfect.
Yes.
That'd be so good.
You really need a thing where you can like duplicate your leader, like how Trident kind of does it.
Yeah, that would be cool as
well.
So
you're at a disadvantage because you can't, like, unless you have a rainbow leader, like you can't have like the best friend, but at least then if you find a friend, you can still use them,
True. That would be very nice. I mean, I know literally like on the stream 2 nights ago for when this is going up, we were doing some SBRs and we literally just couldn't find the leader. It's like, how am I supposed to play the video game, bro?
Oh, so annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So annoying. Especially when it's like you need a very specific one for whatever, event you're doing.
Yeah, I run into that quite a bit.
So. You just gotta go into boss rush and keep refreshing on that, right?
Yeah, you just pretty much just keep popping in and out and then come back to it later.
Thank you, Mr. Kotsky. Very cool.
One day we'll get a good friend system.
Let's hope. They have been doing plenty of quality life updates, so I hope that's soon on the agenda.
I could see it happening maybe within the next year. Yeah. Maybe.
Oh, that's not soon enough.
That's true.
But I agree with you.
50 million, new friend system. Let's go.
I wish. Nah, that's gonna be like 500 million that we're gonna get a new friend system.
Oh my god, probably.
Yeah.
Probably knowing by back.
Wow, Discord is not enjoying this interview, apparently.
Nah, you're good, bro. Don't worry about it. Mr. Discord. I don't know the name of the Discord CEO, so I can't make the joke. I'm sorry.
Was it my turn to ask? Or
Yeah, go for no, I'll go.
Yeah.
So I know you said this a little bit before, and we also kind of have a question related to this later, but do you play any other gacha games?
Oh yes. I have a few. I play Pokemon Masters.
Let's go.
Which I'm a huge Pokemon fan too, so I really enjoy that. And I'm a fan of Seven Deadly Sins, so I play both versions of Grand Cross.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a lot. So I think that's mainly it right now. There's other ones I wanted to try, but there's other stuff I play and then working, and so I don't have time. So
Gotcha.
I mean, with 2 Grand Cross, I'm not surprised.
it's fun.
That's a lot of.
It is, but that game, oh boy. You gotta be dedicated, you know?
Intense. But yeah, pretty much those. And then like Pokemon Masters is one that I've probably the newest. Well, no, Grand Cross Gold will be the newest, but yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, me and Kayvon both play Masters. I've literally been simping for Masters since day one the game came out. So that's an answer I'm happy to hear. I've seen tweets anyway, so I already knew that, but you know. But anyway, now we're gonna move on from our Dokkan related questions. I know some of these you kind of answered. Talking about Dragon Ball now specifically, I know you said you've been a fan for a long time. How long have you been a fan of Dragon Ball? Just the franchise in general.
Honestly, I grew up watching it.
Mm-hmm.
So for a long time, like I can't even remember exactly when I started. Like back before it was cool.
I wanted the cool.
School.
Yeah. I have to ask then, because it's so interesting hearing everybody's answer to it. What did you watch it on, like when you were a kid? Because I know everybody has a different answer for that.
I remember watching it on TV.
Mm-hmm.
And then reading some of the mangas.
Like what channel?
Just so long ago. Oh God, I don't even remember what channel. I just remember it was on TV.
Well, because it's always interesting hearing like some people grew up with it on Toonami. I know I was more of a 4Kids TV type of kid, so I got to watch the great Kai dub. But yeah, it's always interesting hearing how different people experience it, because there's like I didn't even know so many channels own the rights to air Dragon Ball outside of Japan. It's crazy.
It's funny, and it's funny that I can't remember exactly. I just remember like I would time like sports that I played and like coming home and watching it, or like before I went to anything, like making sure I watched it and then leaving.
Was it late at night? Because then it probably would have been Toonami.
During the day.
No, I don't think. Wow, I don't think Nicktoons would have had it then. I don't know. I'm not
I
sure.
don't remember. Honestly, like I don't know. I don't know if it just feels so long ago that I don't remember.
Fair enough.
No, I don't blame you.
Feels like a lifetime ago. No, I can definitely agree with that. All right. Also, this question was kind of answered before, but Kayvon, go for it.
Mm-hmm. All right. So one of my personal favorite questions: favorite transformation and character. They don't have to be related. They could be 2 separate transformations and characters.
Favorite transformation character, and are we talking like just in the anime, not just in Dokkan, right?
Oh yeah, just in Dragon Ball in general. Yeah.
Oh well, yeah, just in Dragon Ball in general.
Favorite? Wait, it was favorite transformation. Favorite what?
Character.
Okay. So favorite transformation is probably when Goku first went Super Saiyan. Oh wait, yeah, I was saying that because I'm starting to think of like all these other options too. But that one was like so intense at that moment and is very iconic. So I have to go with that.
Fair enough. The OG.
It was just such a moment.
Yeah, true.
It was. I remember when it happened. It was just crazy. So Yeah, we'll go with that for transformation. And then favorite character, it's two. I can't just choose. It's Future Trunks and Vegeta. I'm absolute fangirl for both of them.
Fair enough.
So
I'm surprised 21 isn't in the mix of that.
no, I do love 21, and she's like the mascot of my channel. But I'm also I'm a huge fan of Bulma too because I just love her personality. But I mean, I love 21, but when we're getting to like favorite characters, it's got to be Future Trunks and Vegeta.
I got you. The father-son duo.
Yes.
Also, too, I'm sure that plays into because of course, both of those had a role in Z rather than just being like newer characters. Because I know for me, like a couple of my, like personally for me, I think I don't know. There's a lot of them I like, but I'd probably say Bardock and Piccolo. And I know part of that is also kind of nostalgia because, you know, it's like they were there since the beginning of me liking the series and not just like, you know, a newer character, even though I like a lot of the newer characters.
No, I agree. I mean, I really liked Piccolo too, but I mean, I think it's just like I like a lot of the characteristics and moments that Trunks and Vegeta have had in the series, especially like when, you know, Trunks meets King Cold and Mech Frieza, and that whole storyline was like really amazing.
Cutting the boy in half, of course.
Yes, it's epic.
Such a good scene. I really hope that they, I know, complete side tangent, but I really hope that they update that LR Super eventually, because that would be
they're definitely one that deserves it.
I mean, I wouldn't know because I don't have him yet.
Ooh. I have him rainbowed. I'll throw you a copy.
Oh, that's my white whale in the game.
Really? Interesting.
Either version.
Interesting. I guess that kind of makes sense because depending on when you start the game, some of those older LRs are like literally never featured.
Yeah.
The last time he was featured had to have been, I think it was either 2 or 250 mil when they did all those 90% LR banners again. Yeah. So he hasn't been featured in a fat minute.
Yeah, I mean, they like to tease on those step-up banners. They'll put his picture there where the LR is, and it just doesn't happen. I'm like, just stop. Stop giving me hope.
One day.
I was, funny enough, I was talking about that in the last banner. They had, for the 55 ticket multi, they had Godku on there, but I'm like, this man ain't featured? What are you clowning on me like this for?
Yeah, they like to do that too.
Yeah. Oh, well. I'm surprised that doesn't, like... Because you know how there was the whole thing, I guess it's a little bit different, but the whole thing with like the Dokkan Awakened Broly, there was that whole thing, but you know, that was like such a big deal, and then they're like, oh yeah, we'll just throw the unfeatured unit on there and it's no biggie. I'm like, I don't understand, Mr. Kotsky.
You're going for the clicks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're literally clickbaiting. That's what it is. Thank you, Dragon Ball. All right. So we got that. Favorite Dragon Ball movie can be from any of the series.
Yeah.
The old school Broly movie, easy.
Really?
That's still my
Broly?
favorite. Yeah, like legendary Super Saiyan Broly.
Interesting. Can I ask why? Because usually I hear most people don't like that movie as much.
Broly's my favorite villain. So I just thought he was like completely insane and badass in that movie. So I really enjoyed that. And then I also really like Wrath of the Dragon. So
Also a very good one. I love the Tapia movie. But yeah.
I actually have a question then. You said Broly's your favorite villain. How do you feel about like his I was having this debate with a friend of mine a while ago. He was also saying Broly was his favorite character. How do you feel about kind of like the fall from grace starting from like second coming onwards, like the Bio Broly? Or was it? Yeah, Broly, the second Broly movie onward.
Yeah, Second Coming and then Bio Broly.
I mean, I didn't enjoy them as much. I didn't enjoy them much. It's interesting take. And then like you also have like the new Broly movie, which is kind of a different bag, which I kind of like the take they took on that one too. In a way, it's like a different side.
Yeah.
I think one of my favorite things about Broly though was just being like that intense, crazy.
It was very menacing.
Yeah.
I don't think that there's been a character to like capture that because like the closest thing I could think to OG Broly, yes, Broly would be like almost Kid Buu with how like crazed he is, but that's almost like a different kind of crazed than Broly was, because Kid Buu didn't really have any like consciousness, I guess, or he was just sort of like, you know, wild and out, I guess.
It was just all instinct with a kid bit.
Yeah.
Broly's kind of like a unique villain because it's just absolute rage.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of motive to it.
Yeah.
They tried to do it with Kale, and it just didn't really capture the same experience.
Yeah, no, I feel that.
Even though I do like Kale, but yeah, because like a lot of the Dragon Ball villains are very like maniacal and scheming, like Frieza, Cell, even like some of Boo's transformations I suppose could fit in that. He's a little bit more of a clown, but yeah, definitely. No, I never really thought about it like that with OG Broly. You've opened my eyes.
First movie Broly was really like a threat, and then second coming he just kind of got reduced to yelling Kakarot over and over, which really sucked.
Yeah, I felt like it kind of went a little down.
And then we don't talk about Fire Broly in this house. we don't talk about Fire Broly. Exactly.
Don't know what you're talking about. I've never even done the event for that guy. But anyhow, all right. Oh yeah, it is you. Go ahead. Sorry, I'm confusing myself now.
No, it's fine.
Dang, bro, go off.
My turn. So you don't have to say Dokkan, but what would you say is your favorite Dragon Ball game?
I mean, Dokkan's up there, but I did enjoy like Budokai 2. I'm trying to think. And Fighter Z was fun, but I don't know if I'd say it's my favorite.
Wait, did you say Battle of Z?
She said Fighters.
Oh, Fighter. Why did I hear Battle of Z? Oh, sorry, but I got excited for my editor because he's always like, "Yo, Battle of Z."
I mean, I enjoyed a lot of the games, but I think I'll say Dokkan specifically for the fact that I just play it so regularly for so long. It's such a convenient game.
True.
That I'd probably put more time into this than the other ones. So for that reason, I'll say Dokkan. I mean, it's probably gotten more of my money than any other.
True. Yeah, that's just such a nice thing about mobile games is they're so convenient.
Really are.
Yeah. I wish I don't know. I do wish there was like a I don't even know how I would describe this. Like I think every Dragon Ball game that I've played, but I don't think I've ever played a Dragon Ball game that I've ever been like, this is like the perfect Dragon Ball game. Kakarot is pretty good, I gotta say. It improved a lot of things that I was kind of like about Xenoverse. Though Fighters, even though I'm a casual when it comes to Fighters, the animations and whatnot, oh, beautiful.
Oh yeah, they're clean.
Yeah,
very nice.
They're really nice. I feel like Kakarot was a really good game, but I feel like the best one we haven't seen yet.
Agreed. Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. Yeah. But yeah. Okay. I'm just tripping over my words now. I'm literally doing the Thanos beatbox meme. No, I was just gonna say I do think though that out of every Dragon Ball game that we have, I think Fighters is probably the best homage to the series.
Yeah. That's
a lot of good references.
Yeah. A lot of the attention to detail too is like, wow, you can tell that Arc really cares about what they're making. Yeah. Which is always great to see.
The animations are insane.
I'm like, Bandai! No, I'm just kidding. Thank you, Mr. Akatsuki, yet again. See, that's gonna be the next thing we do for merch. Thank you, Mr. Akatsuki.
I'd buy that shirt.
Anyhow, all right. It's time for a question that could get you lampooned in the comments.
Oh no!
Your series tier list: OG, Dragon Ball Z, Super, and GT. What do we got?
Oh god. Okay. Oh no. Yeah, I'm Pat. No.
I mean, if you want to, go ahead. But
okay, so Dragon Ball. Say it again.
Oh yeah, OG, Dragon Ball Z, Super, and GT. Just in any order you enjoy them.
I'm gonna put Z at the top.
Fair.
Then this is what three-year weight gets you because like no matter where I rank them, they're gonna be like
Don't worry, our comments are they're not that bad.
Yeah, they're not that bad.
And here's the thing is I really did like GT. We actually rewatched it a while back when quarantine started.
Nice.
I would say, and I really like Super too. So we're gonna say Dragon Ball Z. Kind of have to put Dragon Ball next.
I mean, it's your tier list. Go.
I'm thinking for me. I'm thinking for me because I was like, I did really enjoy like Dragon Ball itself. And then Super and GT are the two that I'm like. We're gonna say Super and then GT, but I really did enjoy GT, so they're very close. So I don't want anybody to think I'm saying that and did not enjoy any of them.
Wow, you think Super's bad? Really?
I really, really enjoyed Super 2. A lot of it, Dragon Ball being second, a lot of it is nostalgia and just like it being like some of my first experience with it.
Yeah,
So
it was the start of the entire series, so I can understand that.
I definitely think it doesn't get as much love nowadays, which is also pretty sad to see. But
yeah, looking at you, Dokkan. Our one Goku Dokkan fest.
Kid Goku,
That's all we get.
and the one unfeatured Piccolo Daimao, yeah.
Yep, but of course.
Please. Wow, I literally have said Mr. Akatsuki more times than I've asked a question in this video. Make it happen, Mr. Akatsuki, please.
All right. So, with the recent Broly movie, what do you think of the direction the series is going as a whole?
it's going to be interesting to see because I know a lot of people are wondering if like Broly's going to become more a part of it, which I would not hate that. I wouldn't hate that. I like the new characters like Chili and Lamo they introduced. I would like to see that more included because now Broly has this whole like storyline that can be explored and probably not directly, but in a side, at least a side addition to, Goku and Vegeta and everybody. So I think it might continue on with that, with them kind of having like this whole side story going to, which, I'm not mad at it.
I'd definitely be for that, yeah. Like, you know how they had like a couple side episodes with like where it was just focused on Jocko? Like they could totally just do that with the Broly gang.
Right, and I think they kind of should because they really developed characters that people took to.
Oh, I agree.
So.
And I mean, knowing Bandai, I'm money.
More money.
Yeah, exactly. Easy money for them.
Exactly.
There's a bit of a follow-up to that. What about some of the stuff of the other universes that we've seen with Tournament of Power? Would you like to see more with them going forward?
I mean, honestly, I'm for watching anything that's Dokkan, not Dokkan. Dragon Ball. I said Dokkan.
I've done the same.
I literally looked over because I had my game queued up on the side, and I literally looked over like and said that. I'm still interested in stuff like that because I've seen some cool stuff come out of these sides. Like, I mean, like what was it? Heroes we got like Super Saiyan God Trunks, and I'm all about that. So I'd be interested to see where those go to. Oh, at the end of the day, it's Dragon Ball. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, exactly. Agreed. No cap. All right. So this one is more of a general anime question as we wrap up this section. What is your favorite anime? And it doesn't have to be Dragon Ball.
Oh, that's hard because favorite anime. It's honestly, and I'm basing this off of like because there's a lot of them that I love, especially current ones right now.
There's a lot of
so anime. I'm gonna say based off of ones that I've invested the most time into, and I fangirl over the hardest. It's gonna be Dragon Ball and Pokemon.
Okay.
So I don't know if it caught that when it cut off, but it's Dragon Ball, Pokemon.
Yeah. You're good.
Those two have had the most of my time. I have probably the most stuff laying around of both of those.
I'm looking around my room and feeling the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I literally just just finished playing Shield and
nice.
Oh, nice.
I was telling Jen like the whole time I was just like going on and on about how like nostalgic it is to be playing like a Pokemon game again and stuff. So Dragon Ball and Pokemon, it'd be those two. I don't think I could choose because both of them have had so much of my time over the years.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. Are you so have you watched like all of the Pokemon anime? Because I know that's a huge undertaking.
Most of them, I've kind of been catching up on the newer ones
Mhm.
because for a while I had kind of fallen off a little bit because they had the newer seasons. But now most of those are like online and Netflix
Yeah.
and Hulu and all that. So
Mhm.
I've been catching up, especially because again, quarantine is like the perfect time to binge everything.
Yep.
Sure.
Perfect.
Um,
So
does that include, I assume, then the I forget what I think the English name of it is Pokemon Journeys. The
Yeah.
new, it's just called Pocket Monsters, I think, the new one.
mhm.
Have you been watching that a little bit, or
I don't think I started that one. I might have.
it's the one with the guy who has Score Bunny. Go is his name. I couldn't think of it.
Basically the
It,
Gen 8 thing,
yeah, it's
and they
basically the Sword and
essentially-
Shield anime, essentially.
Oh, a little bit. I've been getting into that because of the game.
Gotcha.
So just kind of starting in on that.
Yeah, it's very good. I've only watched oh boy, maybe like the first 5 episodes because I haven't watched a Pokemon series in like a fat minute. But I
I need to
highly
watch
recommend it.
myself.
It's very good. It's very good. Very much.
So
so.
I'll have to continue watching it because, like I said, I just started getting into it because of the game.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Gotcha. It's
So-
good.
Gotcha.
It's funny too that like even though they have a lot of correlation to the game, the Pokemon anime always kind of feels like its own thing in a way too.
Yeah.
Which is nice because it also feels like kind of original. But then it leaves me wanting a Pokemon anime based off the game. But I guess we got that with what is that called, Kayvon? Twilight Wings?
Yeah, Twilight Wings.
Yeah. They made
Mhm.
I don't know if you know about this, but actually it just finished. There's like I think it's 5 episodes, like a 5 episode mini series
It's
about a bunch of
seven.
the main characters in Sword and Shield. They're all like 5 minute little episodes. It's actually really good. I highly recommend it.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think it's on
Very
the
nice.
Pokemon YouTube channel. So
Yeah, there.
Well, I'll
Definitely
have a lot of stuff to binge watch later.
there you go. Yeah, that's like I think
Take it
that's
too
a
long.
series you could knock out in like probably half an hour because they're all like mini
Yeah.
shorts. But anyhow, all right. Moving on to some online presence questions. Yes, we're getting the
Oh.
teen crumpets out now.
Would you like,
Kayvon,
to
go
go
for
with-
it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, why did you choose Social Fire for your name?
I get asked that a lot, and it's so funny because I hate coming up with usernames. It's like the most stressful, that and building like your character for any like RPG.
Yeah.
Those two things are the most stressful things. So I literally sat there forever and came up with like a million different things, and none of them fit right. And I went to those generators and put in things about myself. I'm serious. Like they're like, what are some keywords about yourself? And I'm like, well, I'm a very social person. I'm born like I'm a Leo.
Mhm.
Like I'm born in August 1st. I think my birthday's online, so it's fine.
Oh, happy belated
So
birthday.
thank you. So I guess like technically a fire sign, and I'm just literally entering all these random things about myself. And I went over this for like hours, and then I came across that one. I was like, you know what? This is kind of catchy, and I like it, and it feels kind of fitting somehow.
Cool.
Social fire. It felt like right. Good.
No, that's good. Yeah. No, I like it. It's quite interesting because I remember it was one of those names that I remember I read the first time, and I would like I did like a little bit of a double take. It was like Social Fire. That's really interesting. Okay.
I need to come up with like a cooler backstory about it though, like how like, I would have set the social scene on fire. So I don't know. something.
Yo, that's pretty good though. That's
I mean, it worked.
Yeah.
I like that. It almost reminds me of like, they're like, yeah, I had that the random generated Xbox gamer tag back in the day, and then here we are,
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god.
That's cool though that it's like it kind of came to be through different aspects about yourself though. I think that's really cool.
Yeah. I literally just entered in keywords about myself, and it gave me like literally like a million options.
Beautiful.
I mean,
And then that was happening.
it's a lot more interesting that literally when I was like, I don't know, in 7th grade, I said the word epic a lot, and my favorite Pokemon is Mewtwo. Like, that's not interesting at all.
I mean, it's a good name though. It works. Like
It is what it is, you know? It's just one of those things. I have to live with it now. I'm stuck with it.
Yeah, these last forever. They
Exactly.
really do.
Whether I like it or
change
not.
yourself to Dokkan assets, but you will always be Epic Mewtwo
That's
one way or
true.
another.
That's
Yeah.
true. I just like the funny wave man. I'm sorry, bro. Anyhow, all right. So, this is actually a question I always really like to hear the answer to. What is your reason behind doing YouTube?
So, Jinro had his channel before I did. Obviously, and I don't even think people remember sometimes. Like, he would occasionally have me pop in when he was streaming or doing a video, and I'd like say something, or I'd be there in the background like talking with him. And one day he's like, you should do this. You're playing these games, because I play other games too, like World of Warcraft and like a ton of other ones.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, I think you'd enjoy this. You like talking to people. I'm a huge gamer. And he was like, you could try it out and, see if you enjoy it. So I basically just kind of started it to feel things out and see how I felt about it. And I really enjoyed it from the get-go. Like, it's a little daunting at first.
You can say that again. Yeah.
Very daunting. Because you don't know how it's going to go and you don't know if people are going to like your content. But I just went into it with the idea of like, I'm going to have fun and just do this to have fun and enjoy it. So I'll do this for me. And if people like it, that's amazing. And if they don't, well, they don't have to watch it. But yeah, he was suggested I try it out. And I tried it out and I had a lot of fun with it. So
I mean, it is literally in the name, social. It makes sense.
And the content is fire.
Yeah, we got it.
It all comes together.
Can I ask then? Did you start off making Dokkan, and if not, how did you get to making Dokkan videos?
I did start off my very first video is like an intro video that I need to replace at this point. But after that, it was just all Dokkan. And it's funny because I had planned to do other stuff starting out, like World of Warcraft and stuff. And I have been phasing in other content here and there. Mm-hmm. But it's always been primarily Dokkan. And I think because I'd been playing Dokkan for several months at that point, and I was in this like honeymoon phase with the game. So I was
That's
just
an
really
interesting way to describe it.
Well, I mean, like where you're just really into a game. But I mean, I still am. But where you're like really into a game and you're really enjoying it, and so it still feels like all new, and you want to play it all the time. So that's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to do Dokkan content. I didn't really want to do other stuff, And also, I was still learning the game as I was making these videos. So it was a great way for me to get more into the game and learn more about it, and then just kind of progress from there. So it's always been primarily Dokkan, but I have been putting other stuff in it now.
Gotcha. Actually, Kayvon, let's skip the next two because that ties into next two because that ties into what you wanted to ask. So take it away.
Yeah, how was it? So I came up with this one. Do you feel it's this one, right? Do you feel it's good for your channel, Alan?
No, yeah.
So, do you feel it's good for your channel and I guess the algorithm for YouTube in general to upload content more than just Dokkan?
I know some people feel like you should only do one type. It's better for your algorithm and stuff. Personally, I don't always approach. Sometimes I just do things based on like an emotional response or like how I feel, which is with this channel. When I do other Pokemon, like Pokemon Masters content, or when I do Grand Cross, I'm doing that because I enjoy it. Even if some new things I do, or I've like done like quiz videos or like other stuff on the side, and some get good responses, some don't always get the best response, but I always do it with the intention of I'm doing this because I enjoy it, and even if it's not going to get insane, response or whatever, it's something I'm having fun with. So it may not be the best thing for my algorithm, but at the end of the day, I do still plan on including like other stuff here and there, and like, incorporating other games into it. I do want to broaden it out a little bit. But Dokkan's always going to be on it, always.
Amen.
So, yeah.
I live and breathe by the YouTube standard of if you don't enjoy the content that you make, then don't make it. So that's very good to hear. I guess then on that, you did say, I know kind of the responses vary sometime. What type of content on your channel do you think does the best, / do the viewers like the most?
Easily my summons, like easily my Dokkan summons. My Dokkan summons always get the best response because I think people either are, doing their own summons so they want to see more, or they may not want to summon, but they want to see summoning happen. And I have a lot of fun with it. So I do notice my summons always do best with Dokkan.
That does typically seem to be the case. It's almost like, that is one of the most appealing parts of Dokkan, so definitely can see why. I think that's a pretty consistent trend on my channel as well.
Yeah.
Okay, Vaughn, I'll take the one going back up, and then you can take the one after.
Go right ahead.
So, what is your favorite video that you've ever made on your channel?
Oh gosh. Favorite video that I've ever made.
Putting them on the spot. Let's go.
I'm trying to think, like, favorite video I ever made. I don't know if I can think of, like, I don't know if one just pops in my head and there it is. But I mean, there's been my collabs are always like some of the most fun because I'm interacting with other people. I know there was one where who was it with? No, it was like Jin and Toonrami, and we were just literally just acting a fool. Like half of it was just like ridiculous, but it was so much fun. We were just like joking and laughing around, and like he was trying to get us to do impersonations, and
oh my goodness,
the editing made it perfect. But say that.
Yeah. I love collabs too, because I always feel like it's like everything that you love about the specific, YouTuber, and then maybe like another person that you really like, and then just combining it together is like good stuff, good content.
Right. It's so much fun being able to interact with someone too, because like, you're having good luck or bad luck, and they're also having their own thing going on, and it's just like a beautiful mess.
That's a great way to describe it. Yeah. It's also good because it's, like it's someone who literally has like basically the exact same interest or interests as you. So obviously that's always nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Kayvon, go for it, Mel.
All right. So what would you say is your favorite type of Dokkan video to make? Like either summons, rainbow showcases, Goku event. I don't know if you do much. I scrolled through your account a bit and I noticed mostly summons, I think.
It does vary. I was doing more showcases and like events, and with workload and stuff, especially since like things have happened over the past several months. Workloads and certain things have picked up, so it's harder for me to do those at the moment.
Yeah.
So that's why those have been scaled back a little bit. I do want to do more of those.
Gotcha.
My favorite, I really like summoning because you have like that crazy anticipation, but I also have a lot of fun showcasing units that I'm really excited about, like just testing them out.
No, I know. Yeah. No, I know that I'm like the same way when it comes to showcasing. If it's a new unit, I'm like, yeah, whatever. But then if it's like something that I'm really hyped for, I'm like, oh, this is great.
Exactly. When it's like tech trunks and stuff, for instance.
The theme.
Of course.
I enjoy those moments where I can really fangirl with it. Or like I did that LR Kamehameha team, and it was exciting for me because I'd struggled with that event so much. And I was like, so many errors in it, but I was like, look what I did. I finally got this done. And next time I should just record it live as I go, because they would have heard me like freaking out, like yelled at Jinro several times, like, oh my God, I'm going to die here. And it's just crazy. I really need to just record those live. instead of coming back and talking about them afterwards, because it's hilarious if people could actually hear what's going on in those moments.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I love streaming those events too, because then it's like you can see it live. The only thing is then it kind of stinks with like the video, because I know I've done the same thing too with like longer events. It's like there is, unless you cut it down, which I mean, thank you editing. You know, those always send like there, you know, you have those long moments where you're sitting there thinking for a little bit and it's like not really a lot's going on, but I guess you could just edit that out. Yeah. Good stuff though. All right, where were we here? Since we jumped around,
we are at the one under the
gotcha. So this kind of relates again to the viewers, but how often do you read your comment section and how do you feel about said comment section?
I try to always read as much of my comment section as I can. I try to interact a lot because I feel like these people are coming in my video and they're putting their time into it. So even when I'm super busy, I at least try to tune in for a while and then check back. So if you look at my comment sections, there actually is a pretty heavy interaction where I'm trying to at least like it or respond. And, you know, most people are nice. You know, I get occasional comments where they're not so nice, but that's, you know, that's what they can do. I'm not going to
that's the internet.
Yeah.
Or if people point out mistakes and stuff, I'm just like, yeah, you know, you're right. I do that sometimes. So honestly, I like it because I can interact with people.
No, that's good to see. It's always good to see, you know, when it's not just like uploading the video and then leaving it there, you know, hopping in and taking a look through on what people actually have to say. So always good to hear that too. Yeah, I literally just looked through like your newest video and I literally immediately saw like 3 comments that had a response from you. So
yeah, try.
Good stuff. Yeah, that's all you can do, right?
Yeah, I mean, you get busy, but I mean, at the end of the day, I can't always respond to DMs and stuff, but I can at least try to respond to comment.
Trust me, I know the feeling. I never want to hear another question about the 55th ticket ever again.
Oh my God.
What about the 56 ticket?
Now that's a question I'd be willing to answer. The 56 ticket. All right.
The podcast just cut.
Cut right there. Screen goes black.
You want to take this next one, Theo, since you're the funny meme man after all?
Sure. All right. So this is also another one that I love to hear because I am quite the oh, I don't even know. I'm not gonna say that because it'll sound so cringy. What's your favorite meme revolving around your channel?
Wait, favorite what?
Meme.
Favorite meme?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just like random meme?
I mean, I guess because you know how like sometimes I don't know, like people have different memes around their channel. You know, like Garesh is like the homie Garesh, or like Ningen is like the lobster thing. You know.
Lobster 17.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Do we mean like favorite meme around my channel or favorite meme around anybody's?
Around favorite meme around your channel, yeah.
What is a meme around my channel? I'm trying to think because I don't ever like meme myself, so I'm wondering like. I mean,
what a shame.
Really,
No,
really, the only thing is like everybody just talking about how I don't have LR physical trunks, and people like to tell me how many copies they have, like 10 copies.
Memeing on you, got it.
Yeah, like because people know at this point how badly I want them, and I don't have them either version, and people just love to tell me about it. So I guess that kind of like that I'm never
qualifies as a meme.
Yeah, that's
It's just like social's never gonna actually pull them.
That's an F. That is indeed an F. Let's see. Now that's an April Fool's video waiting to happen right there.
Oh God.
Oh, yeah.
Something related to that. Yeah, there you go. And then it's, you know, it's like the unfeatured one or something. That's perfect.
What's ridiculous though, watch me be summoning around April Fools and pull him and nobody believe it.
Yeah, exactly.
Playing the joke on you.
But see, would that not be even better for the sake of the meme, you know?
I'm going to be spending the next several weeks being like, no, I really did. Like, starting every video like, it really happened.
Guys, please believe me.
You pull up your account showing him at LR, they're just like, yeah, that's a joke. Let's try it. It's not real.
Yeah, it's photoshopped. All right, well, yeah, that definitely fits the bill.
Oh boy, never change. Comment section, never change. All right, so the last one on this section of this. What do you do with your free time outside of YouTube?
I have free time.
Ouch! I felt that one a little bit.
Yeah. No, I mean the free time I do have, when it happens, I've been on my Nintendo Switch lately.
Let's
A lot.
go.
I've got that for my birthday. General gave that to me for my birthday, and I have been playing the hell out of some Pokemon Shield. And then I started Animal Crossing, which is a bad idea because I'm like hooked on that now.
Oh, yeah.
It's so good.
Oh, it's fine. And then when I'm not doing like video game stuff, because I do, well, things have changed because before all the stuff this year happened, I would go out with friends and stuff. But now that we can't do that and we're all stuck inside, I watch a lot of like documentaries, like true crime or nature documentaries, or read. I read a lot.
Read it. Is that the first time we've ever gotten that answer? Maybe.
I read a lot, so.
No, that's good.
I also remember you mentioned before you were watching new animes. Which ones have you been watching? If you have them.
I've been looking. Tiger recommended one. I was talking to Tiger about Assassination Classroom.
Yeah, yo, shout out to the boy Dismal.
That one is one that I'm going to be doing and catching up on. I'm caught up on Attack on Titan and catching up on My Hero and catching up on Seven Deadly Sins because the last season.
Season 3, huh?
I'm so sorry.
I'm still catching up on it, so.
Oh boy, I do that, whether I like it or not.
Besides that, what other animes? I think Assassination Classroom is the newest one I'm going to start.
Gotcha.
Definitely prepare your tissue box for that one, I'll tell you.
Oh boy.
That was my reaction too, don't worry.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to be like watching it like, oh no, what's going to happen? Every single episode.
Bro, you just set her up for like anticipation.
Exactly.
Uh-oh.
All according to plan.
All according to Keikaku, of course.
I'll have to report back on how it went.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, slide into the DMs and give us a full report once you're done.
Exactly.
Perfect. All right, well, moving on to some
The last
person-specific questions. Yes, we're at the last leg of the race here, third base to home. So I know we've mentioned multiple times throughout the video that you are a big Pokemon fan, which we very much appreciate around here. Yes. Oh yeah. What would you say is your favorite Pokemon game of all time then?
Oh gosh, so this is hard. And you guys probably noticed by now, I'm terrible at picking like just one thing. People on my channel know that. I'm horrible at it.
See, that's another channel meme. There you go, right there.
I probably, yeah, because people are like, what's your favorite? And I'm like, let me give my top 5.
Yeah. No, I can
You must have loved the tier list trend then.
Oh, I do, because it's like, yeah, I can easily give you like 10.
Therapeutic, yeah.
I would say favorite Pokemon games. I do really love the old school ones like Red, Blue, Yellow, and Pokemon Crystal was really good too.
Good choice. That was like probably the, I don't know. I would say probably the peak of like the Game Boy games. I mean, it was literally the last one, but.
Yeah, and I did like Shield a lot. I mean, I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it was really good.
Yeah.
And there's still like some little additions and stuff they're doing to it. So, but I do prefer like the OG games, and then Crystal. I'll say those.
Yeah, I got you. I actually just finished, or I guess not just finished, but it was a couple weeks ago. I just beat Pokemon Yellow, so good stuff.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, very good
nice.
time. But yeah, good to hear it. Well, I guess we have to ask the obligatory, what's your favorite Pokemon?
See, that's it again. Like,
okay, yeah, I understand.
It's so hard. Because like, it's such a broad question. Because like,
it's true.
I feel like we're just bullying at this point.
we have like several evolutions, but then I also really like Charizard. You gotta love Pikachu. Pikachu's freaking adorable.
Of course.
Who doesn't love Pikachu?
Man, it's hard. it's like those are another one of those like top 5 things. But yeah, those are some of my favorites.
Yeah, good stuff.
Okay.
All right, Kayvon, since you're also on this kind of wave as well,
Yeah.
go for it.
So, how have you been enjoying Animal Crossing since you mentioned you just got it when you got your Switch?
Okay, I'm gonna say right now, those freaking loans. I start
back at it again.
I start this game, right? And it's a lot of fun. I love the game. I'm gonna start it by saying this. So much fun. But I was like so excited because you move in, they're like, this is your bill. And I'm like, okay, that's great. And I grind it out, pay it out. And I'm like, okay, I'm paid. He's like, okay, you can expand your house. Awesome. Let's do that. Oh, well, it's like double the amount now. It's like 190,000. I, no kidding, spent like 20 minutes ranting to Jinro about this. I'm like, I just paid off this loan. And I got this other one, and I post on Twitter, and then people are like, "Oh, wait till you get this other loan." I'm like, what?
"Yeah, wait till the last one." It's all fun.
I'm like, "Wait, how many loans?" I'm literally paying bills in real life, and now I'm playing this game to pay bills.
That's how it is being in debt to Tom Nook. You just pay bills.
Oh my god!
That's Animal Crossing.
But that aside, there is something super relaxing about running around this little island paradise.
Yeah.
And just doing random tasks and stuff. So it's weirdly relaxing and addictive.
Agreed.
And the nice music too while just running around the island.
Oh,
very
nice. It's like, honestly, I don't think I've played it. I mean, it's my first Animal Crossing myself. And I don't think I've ever played a game quite like it before.
It definitely has like a different element. I mean, I played games like Sims and stuff, but those you're pretty much doing like daily life.
Yeah. Paying more bills. Yeah, no, it's very good though.
But I can't mod this game. I
mean, listen, we don't want a strike from Mr. Nintendo now, but I mean, you could.
I mean, oh yeah, no, I mean, if I were to have done that, which I did. But,
custom redacted.
Yeah, custom up.
I can't do that in Animal Crossing. So Animal Crossing, it's fun. I like it.
Very good stuff. Also, shout out to the most. I don't know if you knew this actually. Fun fact: Animal Crossing is now the most purchased digital game of all time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Most purchased. Crazy.
Yeah.
There's so many games. I believe it though because it's such a wide age range. It covers everybody.
Oh yeah. No, I remember seeing I follow like probably too many Nintendo accounts, but let me see if I can pull up the exact number. But I actually think, funny enough, sorry, I'm gonna nab the conversation since we're on the Animal Crossing topic. I honestly think, and funny enough, this was something that actually PewDiePie, our Lord and Savior, said, where he was talking about how like Animal Crossing really kind of did come at the perfect time, because like we're literally all stuck inside, can't see anybody, and we all just kind of like want a place to relax amongst all this chaos in our own little world to explore, and Animal Crossing just hits all of that right on the nail on the head.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, like it is kind of perfect timing for that to have dropped. I mean, you can like interact and go visit people's islands, and it gives you some semblance of a social life right now. So
agreed. Let's see. It's upon just Googling the article, I see, or maybe it's in Japan. Yeah. I'm thinking Japan. Not ever. Animal Crossing New Horizons is technically Japan's best-selling game ever. Interesting.
Ridiculous.
Right, because wow, actually, funny enough, at least on this list, red, green, and blue are above that, but I'm sure that's a little bit harder to like actually get those numbers since back in the day. But definitely digital. And I think it's like something like 5 million digital copies or something like that. Crazy.
Wow, that's a lot.
That's insane.
Crazy. I mean, because besides the reason that obviously everybody wants the game, it's also because the physical version was sold out like everywhere for a while. It's
a lot of the stores were closed too to try and get it.
Yeah, true. all
of
your
like really bad.
yeah, your GameStops, your EB Games. I know that like when I wanted to get it, I literally caved because I was like stalking eBay for like 2 weeks trying to get a physical copy, and I was like, you know what, I'm sick of this. I'm just gonna buy the digital one.
Yeah, that was the first digital game I bought too. Like I usually hate buying digital copies because I like my funny box art. Give me a break.
Me too.
But I had no choice. Like I couldn't actually go, so I'm just like, fine, I'll buy it digitally. I'll do it myself.
Yeah. Yo, speaking of which, I saw you got a physical copy. Where did Jin find that?
He actually lucked out because like when he bought my Switch, it was literally the last one in stock.
Nice.
Wow.
Literally like the last one, and then because these things have been selling out, everything's been selling out, but
True.
and then I think that was the last copy too, like of Shield and of Crossing. So
Wow.
he like lucked out really hard. I got lucky because I mean I'm the one playing.
True. Yeah. No, I know that physical copies are only like now more so trying or being readily available, which is so crazy. Funny enough, actually, there's a sale I think at a couple of stores for Animal Crossing right now, ironically enough, which is also kind of crazy. But yeah, so shout out to Tom Nook stealing your bells. Good stuff.
Shout out to Jet, you know.
Shout out to Det. I'll be keeping an eye out for more criminal Tom Nook tweets.
Oh, there will be. There will be, trust me.
Good.
Criminal Nook.
There'll be plenty.
Good. All right. Okay, so
Yeah, you can take these next two actually.
sure. I feel like it's a little bit obligatory that we ask this question because we asked this to Jin as well, and I don't know how we forgot to ask the next one, but we did somehow. So the first one, what's it like dating another Dokkan YouTuber?
It's actually interesting because you have someone to talk to about like this stuff. Like when we both been up late when content's dropped, and we're both like in here like working and uploading, and it's kind of nice because like you also have someone who's there like if you're tired, it's like, hey, you know what, you go take a nap, I'll wake you up and download happens. Or we have each other to bounce ideas off of, or be like, hey, what do you think about this thumbnail, or what do you think about this idea? It's nice. It's interesting, and sometimes it's a little stressful because like you can't record at the same time.
Right. Yeah. Oh, so are you in the same room?
Well, most of it is in the same office. There's like another area too, but this is better for it.
Gotcha.
So
Dang, that's interesting. I would have guessed like, maybe you could like, I don't know, the soundproofing foam or something between two rooms, but yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, like for the most part though, it's kind of nice because you have someone who knows how all of this goes.
True. Well, I just meant recording at the same time specifically.
Oh yeah.
That is some relationship goals right there.
Everybody watching, strive for something greater. All right. This next question, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of frustrated that we somehow didn't ask this. Maybe it came up in conversation and I just don't remember. But how did you and Jin meet?
I have not either.
Wait, how did we meet?
Yeah.
It's nothing like too crazy. We were at a bar and I think like soccer was on because we're both huge soccer fans. And I think we were like watching and just started talking about it and like, hey, like had a beer and then like a lot of chemistry and just went from there, like went for more drinks and yeah, the rest is history. Now we're here.
Nice.
Nothing too crazy, but it was like a moment where you meet someone and you have like just instant, good conversation and stuff. And I mean, like, it's kind of cute, so that worked too.
Shout out to the boy, of course. Yeah, that's nice to hear. Okay, well, see, that satisfies the curiosity. Did we really not ask that question last time? Come on, what did we do?
I don't know, man. Anyways, I'll take the next one. So, you said...
sorry, go ahead.
No, go. Do you have anything you want to add to?
I was just going to add, like, it's funny because we've actually told that story like 10 times, but I think it's just been over the course of like a few years, so people miss it.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Gotcha. I don't know why we missed it, but I mean, at least we know the story now.
Exactly.
All right, so But Dokkan aside, do you two play any other games together? And if so, do you prefer like co-op games or being competitive with each other?
So we have both played a lot of the same games, but not at the same time. I think in some ways our taste in games varies because I'm like huge into World of Warcraft. I played it like since way back, and that's not his scene at all.
Mm-hmm.
And then he likes games like XCOM, which is cool, but I never got like super into XCOM. We've both played like Civilization, which we enjoy. I was like heavy into like Left 4 Dead and Dead Island, all the zombie games, and he played some of those, but not as much.
Mm-hmm.
So Dokkan's the one game that we've both played that we both got into at this level together.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I have to ask because maybe you know what I'm gonna say, Kayvon. Over here on our side of the table, we are big fans of Smash. Do you intend on getting Smash for the Switch? Because if so, we're down.
I don't know because like I don't want to like beat him too badly. So yeah, sure.
Let's go. That's what I like to hear.
You hear that, Jim? You got a challenge.
We're sending that clip his way right now.
No, I'm just joking. We probably would, yeah, because it's Smash. You got to. It's fun.
Yeah, you got
exactly.
It's borderline required
for a Switch. Yeah.
Right.
Speaking of the homie that we mentioned earlier, Loaf has been streaming Smash, so that's also an easy in.
Oh, and I have to say, shout out to Loaf too. I think you dropped.
No, you're good. You're good.
So I have to give a shout out to Loaf too because for my birthday he gave me a copy of like Mario Kart.
Hey, that's what's up.
Yeah, it was like very sweet. It was a great birthday present. So
good stuff. We love the homie Loaf. All the homies love soy loaf of bread.
Oh my god, he is the funniest. I swear.
Yeah, he's a great guy. I always enjoy talking to him whenever I do. All right, well, interesting. So, I guess then. So, do you really just like? That's kind of interesting that it's mostly like, I guess, single player games being played together. Please echo up the Dokkan. But regardless, that's super interesting.
Yeah, it's funny because him and I have played a lot of the same games, just not at the same time. Especially like before we met each other, we played a lot of the same games. We both like Chrono Trigger and stuff back in the day, and we have a lot of games that we can talk about. But together, we haven't usually played them together beyond like some Mario Kart and Smash and stuff.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Good to know. All right. I know you also kind of mentioned this a little bit before, but is there anything more to besides the looks, I suppose, why use Android 21 as your icon?
I like my smart women. I love them. Like I said, I love Bulma too. I like the really smart girls.
Fair.
I like the smart, strong characters when it comes to like women in anime and stuff. So like Bulma, I love Bulma, and 21, she's smart, she's badass, she's like apart from the glasses and hair, that's just like an extra plus there.
And pretty strong too, all things considered.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's cool. I will ask then, do you like 21's transform state? Because I think literally like every single banner or like Twitter or YouTube icon I've seen of you has all been like, I don't know the technical term for it, but I guess it would be just like Scientist Good 21 and then Good Majin 21.
Transform. I mean, I do like the transform. It's just those are just what I typically use most often. I like a transform too. It's just I think it's just the way things played out as far as like editing and stuff that you see those most often.
Right. Yeah. Well, of course. I think too that's like, I don't want to say like more, I don't know if I'd say more popular, but probably more iconic. Yeah, that's the right word for 21 is those two forms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm sure you see those a lot more in the game too.
Yeah. And plus like the Scientist or Good 21. Again, you're going to see her more often on my channel because she does have like the glasses and hair and stuff. And when I can't do webcam, that's a great replacement there.
There you go. That actually, you know what that would be really cool for that? I don't know if you're familiar with any of like the virtual YouTubers, but That could be fun.
Yeah.
I know this is a really weird like side tangent, but that would
No,
actually
it is.
be
And I like the idea.
yeah,
Honestly.
it'd be kind of cool for like 1 or 2 videos to do like a like a virtual YouTuber type of thing where like you have the what is it called, face rig, I think, where you like rig it up to like
Yeah.
a 21 model or something like that. That'd be kind of cool.
It's interesting you say that. I can't really say anymore, but it's just interesting you brought that up. I can't really say anything at the moment.
Bro.
Mm.
But...
All right, I won't pry anymore.
I will say
But
a
good
bit of
to
a side tangent before we get into the next question. I'll let you take this one also, Theo, since you actually added this one.
Yeah.
You said you prefer the female characters like an anime, like being like smart, like characters, smart, strong characters, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Have you ever watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood?
Yeah, no, that's a good one too. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
God.
Winry Rockbell definitely fulfills that little classification.
That's true.
Exactly, honestly.
Yeah.
Definitely goated anime too.
True.
No,
I
there's a
love-
lot of
I love
other animes where I like, characters like that. Like Fairy Tail, you've got like
Yeah.
Scarlet and so. I like in general a lot of strong, just in general, not even just women, but like men, like Attack on Titan. I really like Levi.
Sure.
Yeah, the boy.
Strong, intense character.
Yeah.
I mean, it varies, but I think I'm just drawn to
No,
that.
I
Like,
get that.
No, that's cool though.
Gotta have some brains on the character,
Of course.
Big brain.
We can't all be Okuyasus, you know. Oh, okay. Well, now that I brought that up, I have to ask: have you watched JoJo?
some. It's I was watching it and then like again work and stuff. So I do need to finish watching that too. But gosh, work gets in the way of so many things. I swear,
Yeah.
it really does. Like I started and then just got busy.
Where'd you get up to?
I got a few episodes and I got it bookmarked. I have to go back and look,
So
to be
only
honest.
part 1.
Yeah, I was in the beginning, so
Okay.
Good.
Definitely
Well,
starts ramping up.
it
part
only
1.
goes up from here. Let me tell you that much.
Yeah.
good. That's good to know.
Yeah, it's very. I know a lot of people. Like not like don't like part 1, but it definitely are like it stinks because it's the weakest part, but it's also the beginning, and you can't not watch it because the rest of the series isn't as impactful and doesn't make as much sense unless you watch part 1. It's not bad, but like in
Yeah, it's
comparison,
good, but the rest is better.
yeah, even in comparison to part 2, it's like so.
Yeah,
Night and day.
I caught clips of some of the stuff further ahead when other people have been watching them, like visiting family, and my brother was watching and stuff. So I kind of caught like spoilers, if you will, but I am still in the beginning part. So I need to just take a week off work and just binge watch everything.
There you
I
go.
recently just finished with a friend, and he finished in like a week, part 5. So
Yeah.
you definitely could do it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you could definitely do it. Part 5, but
Yeah.
goated. Anyway, though, moving on. So I actually asked this question to Jinro, and I removed it because I didn't really hear something similar. But now that I've listened to you talk for what has it been, like an hour and a half now? I kind of hear like tiny little like incantations of it. So, well, the question is, where does your accent come from? Because like with Jin, I feel like he has a very not like distinct accent, but like definitely a very distinct voice and like an accent with that. And I feel like every once in a while when I'm hearing you talk, like I hear a little like not like British, but almost like a little like suave, maybe kind of like thrown in there. I don't really know how to describe it.
I don't know. My accent's probably a mix of. I've traveled a lot when I was young. Like we moved from Germany, so
Oh, okay.
my family's German, and I don't speak as much now because we moved to the States, and the areas that we moved, people weren't speaking it. So I can still understand and speak some, but we had that, and then when we were still in Europe, we were traveling a lot, and we were in areas where we were, hanging out with people from different countries, and then we moved here, and it's probably a mashup of everything, is best guess. Because when people say accent, I'm like, I don't know, because you hear yourself all the time, so you don't really notice it.
Yeah, exactly.
But I do have people ask sometimes, so I don't know if it's just a mashup of that. I don't want to say it's a German accent. I don't know. Honestly, it's probably just a culmination. I mean, I did spend time, in the UK and like different areas, so.
Literally every time you say you or I hear it a little bit. I hear it seeping in. Yeah.
I'm gonna be like thinking about it now. I don't know.
Look what you did, man.
Yo, Kayvon, you were right. This really is just bullying. I'm so sorry.
No, it's good. It's totally fine.
Yeah. No, it's interesting. I don't know. I just think that like accents are so cool because you're right. It's like you really don't obviously think that you have an accent because like I'm from Chicago and like I don't really think I have a Chicago accent, but then some people are like, oh yeah, you definitely got it. And I'm like, okay, sure.
I could see that maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's just hard to say because like accents really just come from where you've spent time, and I've spent time in a lot of places, so I really don't know.
I got you. Very weird. Very varied, which I think is cool.
Yeah.
Very good stuff. All right. Final question before the final question.
The pre-final question.
The pre-final question. Yeah, we're in the countdown celebration essentially. So just like something I've always kind of just been curious about. Why do you color your hair red?
Oh, that's a good question. I get asked that a lot. So I'm naturally a redhead. I have like the red hair and freckles. I probably can't tell as much on videos. But like they're like on my arms, everything. So when I went to dye my hair, I wanted to do something that was like not too far off. Excuse me. So I have actually had it way brighter red. I've had it like a lot of different shades of red since I've dyed it. And I like the little more extreme versions of red now. So I just kind of play around with it. Sometimes it's darker, sometimes it's brighter, but yeah, I didn't want to go like too far off because I liked being redhead. I didn't want to like change that. I didn't want to go too blonde or too this or that. A little different.
Interesting. I never would. I mean, literally, you can't tell because you're right. It is like very. I mean, well, maybe it's just the particular picture from whatever was taken, but it was like really red. So yeah, very cool. Just because, like, I don't know. Do you just do it just because, like, I don't even know how I would like ask. Like, is it just because more of an impactful red, or like, I don't know.
I think I just wanted to change things up, and I work in a professional environment, and it's something that I can often get away with.
Gotcha.
Most of the time, it doesn't really interfere with the things I do, and luckily, I'm in a position where I do have to be somewhat mindful of my professional look. Like, I actually have more piercings and stuff, not like crazy amount, but more piercings than people notice because usually my hair's down covering it. So it's something that I can get away with.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, it's not like literally like rainbow hair, or something like that. So,
Right.
yeah, fair enough. All right. Well, very interesting. All right. Kayvon, hit us with the one. Question. Yeah, go for it.
All right.
Okay, geez.
This is the hardest one.
Oh, no.
The hardest question of all. Do you have a question for us?
Do I have a question for you guys?
Yes.
It could be literally anything, Dokkan, anything else. It can be one for each of us.
I'm sorry.
Of course. One for both of us, whatever.
This one applies to, so both of you answer. Tell me one random fact about yourself that most people might not know.
Bro. All right, now
how I feel put on the spot.
The literal hour and a half that we spent putting you on the spot just got turned in like 2 seconds. That was incredible.
The ultimate know you thing.
The people don't
you first,
know.
Yeah, have fun.
People might not know.
That's a really good.
Yeah, that's a hard question.
I mean, dang, I can't even say that. I was gonna say I'm an Eagle Scout, but that I think was in my Twitter bio for a while, so I can't even use that.
It could be anything. If it helps, a random fact about me is that I'm ambidextrous.
Oh, really? Interesting. That's cool. Wait, so I have to ask, what side do you use the mouse on?
Mostly the right, just for convenience, but I can do it either hand.
That's so cool.
I did have the Tron one for a while.
Oh,
It was
what?
like there was a Tron one. I don't know if they still make it. And I don't have anymore where you could use it left.
Interesting. Yeah, I know that shout out to all the left-handed homies out there needing a special mouse. um Random fact about myself. Oh boy. I don't know. Dang, we really got it good. This is gonna be another hour and a half of me thinking.
Oh,
No. I don't know. Okay, Vaughn, you go.
Oh, bang. Now I'm getting thrown under the bus. Oh, well. I mean, I guess, like, maybe a funny fact, I guess, because probably most people don't know, but, like, so recently I've been sent a phone by a friend, and
Shout out
this
to
is
the
the
homie
first
Linux.
time I have a phone in, like, the 22 years of existing.
wait, that's your first phone?
Yes.
Wait, how is that possible? How is that possible?
Welcome to the life of Kayvon.
Do you like borrow a phone, or like this is just your first?
This is my first phone. The first phone I actually own myself, yeah.
That is so interesting. You've been like living off the grid. That's so interesting.
I live under a rock. What can I say?
That's
My
true.
rock
We
is
Yeah.
do always meme about that.
I think that's actually amazing, and you probably should have just kept it that way because now that you have a phone, you're like always going to be connected to it.
That's true. Well, I mean, funny enough, the main well, now I'm talking for you, but the main reason he got it was literally just for gotcha games, because he used to just emulate Dokkan on the stinky laptop that we had before.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good reason.
Yeah. Of course.
3 years on Dokkan on a bad laptop, it does something to you. I'll tell you.
It hits different. Oh boy, I guess now it's my turn again.
Got him.
You came up with that quick. What do you mean I go first? Come on now, boy.
What do you mean? I'm choosing that time to think of my own.
All right, well, I guess this is a fact that I could share about myself. Funny enough, it actually kind of relates to I guess it kind of relates to not just games, but also kind of ties into games. That is also sort of related to a game that I've been playing and Kayvon has been watching me play for the past like 3 days.
Oh, boy.
Spelunky. Gotta love Spelunky. To give you the long and the short version of it, essentially Spelunky is like kind of styled after old NES games where like if you die, it's straight back to the beginning and they're unforgiving. So it's super difficult, but it's a lot of fun. And Spelunky kind of reminded me about myself specifically, is I really like to figure out, I don't really know how to describe it or if there's like a technical term, but figure out different things through like a lot of research and a lot of trial and error. When it comes to games, I guess Spelunky is a good example of this because it's sort of using the game, like figuring out how the game works at a fundamental level and sort of using the game's mechanics to your advantage, even if at first they seem like a detriment, which I mean all those spike pits are. But you know, stuff like that, even in you know, other games, like I occasionally like to indulge in some puzzle games because it's always, you know, nice trying to work through the puzzle and do trial and error and, you know, try and figure out how to get through it. Like Portal 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. Absolutely love Portal 2. Stanley Parable as well is, I don't know if I'd consider that a puzzle game, but I mean, it does have some puzzle elements. But it also extends outside of games as well. When it comes to like just figuring out how different things work and needing to go digging for it. Like, to give you 3 specific examples. One was let's see, how many are sitting on the shelf there? 1, 2, 3, I think that'd be 4, maybe 5, 6 3DSs I've sorry, Mr. Nintendo, added custom firmware to. Digging through like internet forums and information websites and YouTube videos to try and figure out the ins and outs of how that works and how to like optimize that process is something I really enjoyed. Another example of that too, and something that I'm still trying to work out, is we all of us in our little mini like the group chat, as it were, the group chat TM. We all really love Nintendo, as we've kind of made clear by now, but we are trying to get a DS emulator working so that we could all play it online and all play like a Pokemon game through together and then like trade and battle the Pokemon. And setting that up on an emulator is like dumb hard, as I found out. It's a lot easier if you just, slap an Ethernet cable in your PC and to your router, but if you're doing it over Wi-Fi, it's like a super convoluted process. And like I worked on it for like, I don't know, Kayvon, how long? Maybe like 2 weeks or something when I was
at least 2 weeks.
Yeah, super, and that like required digging through like a lot of like older forum posts. Shout out to the homies at DBA 10 or DB. Oh, my DB. I got Dragon Ball in the mind. GBA 10. Love you guys. Digging through old forum posts and like trying to scrounge up any information I could, because it's just not really something that a lot of people have tried and like done, I guess, or like divulge themselves into and like really try and figure it out. And there's not really a concrete guide. So it's almost like me kind of, putzing my way through it. The only other example would be, I guess this would be sorry, Tim Cook and or Bill Gates. Lots of apologies here. Had a buddy a long time. It's kind of a long story, but essentially his mom was kind of restrictive when it came to some of his electronics. Keep in mind, this was like back in high school. And he was like, he knew I liked kind of doing this sort of stuff, like, finding different rabbit holes and like picking apart different things to try and figure out how it works. And he was like, hey, I have, I don't know the password to my iPhone. Again, it's a long story, too long to tell right now, but, cause his mom wouldn't like let him have the password and only let him use it occasionally. So he was like, can you, figure out how to get the password for me? And I was like, I got you. So spent like 3 hours digging through, more forum posts, more social media posts and whatnot. And eventually got to a website where it literally tested out every single pin combination on his phone. And I got the pin for him, and we got access to his phone.
That's crazy.
So I guess it's a little bit more tailored to like electronics and the internet when it comes to those sort of things. But I suppose it's sort of like really, delving into
the ins and outs of something, right?
Yeah, like information gathering and trying to apply that to the problem and then eventually coming up with a solution. I know that's probably a lot more of a long-winded explanation than you needed, but I don't really know how to describe it or like if there's a particular term for that. But
good, honestly.
Yeah.
It'd be good. You should try speedrunning with that mentality, because that would be perfect speedrunning, not gonna lie.
Maybe speedrun's flunky. I don't know, but we'll see.
Oh boy.
But nonetheless though, yeah. So I don't know. I guess that would be the answer, because I don't really like share that, and it is something that I'm really passionate about. Like I know me and Kayvon have been in like a VC before, and I'll be just quiet for like 20 minutes and it'll be like, are you good over there, bro? And I'm like, yeah, I'm focusing. He's like, okay.
I'm just kind of vibing there.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I think you enjoy watching my
definitely.
Madness. So there's your extremely long-winded answer, but I hope you found it interesting nonetheless.
No, that was good. And I mean, that's something people don't know about you, so now it's out there.
That's good.
I find it funny. Theo with this long novel, I'm just here, me no phone.
I still find that so crazy, because like I've never known anybody. I've known people without like Facebook. I've never met anybody without a phone.
Yeah.
Like, ever.
I just live under a rock. I'm sorry.
That's true.
No, I think that's fascinating. Like in a good way. I think that's awesome.
Yeah. No, I got you.
Thank God for Discord then, so we can call.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah. Without my computer, I'd be going crazy.
Wait, so I have to ask, did you have like a house phone?
Oh yeah, we have regular phones.
Okay.
It's not a cell phone. Yeah.
Okay. I wanted to make sure there's like some sort of
No, you're fine.
Yeah. Yeah, no, thank God for that. Can we talk about the coat hanger computer? I feel like since we're on the tangent, just bring it up. That's another fact that people don't know.
Yeah, that computer. My old computer before Theo actually sent me the old one he had. It was a computer I got from my old school, because when I was back in high school, I didn't have any computer for the assignment, so the principal himself literally just said, "Here, have a computer." I'm just like, okay, sure. And he never said I had to give it back. So once I was out of high school, I just kept it, and it served me like 9 long years. And the hinges on it broke, so I had to hold it up with a coat hanger.
Let's go.
Oh my gosh.
Yup.
That thing outlived its lifespan, but man, did it do good. We salute you, old computer.
The only reason I even stopped using it is because the fan just broke completely and it started overheating like crazy. If it wasn't for that, I'd still use it.
Yeah, good stuff. Shout out to the boy. Shout out to your principal, I guess. Too.
Yeah. Sadly, he retired, and I'm pretty sure there's a very different principal nowadays. But
Oof.
he was a very nice guy.
Yeah, good stuff. All right, well,
I think that's a good way to wrap it up.
Yeah, that is a very good wrap it up. Social, thank you for coming on. Yeah, any final thoughts? Sorry, Kayvon, I'm stealing your thunder here.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I've been stealing yours so much by accident.
Nah, you're good.
Final thoughts to me?
Yeah.
Do you have any final things you want to say?
No, I enjoyed being on it, and it was a lot of fun. It's always great to nerd out and talk about stuff you enjoy, and have to do it again.
Yeah, definitely down. The way that we usually do these is funny enough. We'll have to have Jin back on at some point, but the way that we kind of like
a dual return,
bro, a dual podcast. Oh, that would be sick, actually.
Good idea.
But usually we like to have returning guests because it's almost like the interview is not just us learning more about you and the audience learning more about you. It's also like the audience sort of being introduced to you. Obviously, I mean, I'm sure most people know in the community, most people know most of us. But, it's sort of like introducing the audience to you because then, if and when we bring you back in the future, then everybody's familiar and, come on in for the Dokkan discussion. So.
Right.
Yeah, like we already had Garesh back, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah, we did have the homie Garesh back one more time, yeah.
We definitely need to get some more returning members.
Agreed. Yo, actually, now that I think about it, if we could imagine how chaotic a podcast would be with you, Jin, Hanton, and Loaf, and us.
Wow, 10-hour podcast right there.
That would probably be longer than Hanton's record.
Definitely.
But then Hanton's there, so it's...
Bruh. No, you know what? We'll exclude him. No, I'm kidding.
First you exclude him from your Twitter, now this.
What do you know? That's Nichigo, bro.
Oh, dang it. I messed up my joke.
No. You can't clown at me. I saw he did the same thing to you.
Oh, no.
On that tweet about it. Yeah, I'm not gonna be caught slipping here. I made the same tweet about like 5 favorite video games and then like tag 5 people. I saw that on your tweet too. Nietzsche was like, man, I didn't get a tag. He did the same thing to me. I was like, what do you want from me, Nietzsche?
That's why I'm so bad about like naming stuff off and remembering people because like I don't want to say I have a bad memory, but I'm like very distracted. So I was.
Nietzsche is Nietzsche. He's a goon. He's a clown to say for sure.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm glad it wasn't just me though. I will admit.
Absolute clown.
Yeah. Oh man. You know what? There's a future episode right there with Nietzsche. He can finally get the recognition he requires.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
That would be a good one. All right. Well. With that, I think we will end today's episode again. Social, thank you so much for joining us today. It was a ton of fun.
Yeah, thank you. Had fun.
Good. Glad to hear it. Yeah, we always enjoy having the community come through. Of course, all of Social's links will be in the link in the description below. YouTube, Twitter, all that kind of stuff. Definitely go sub and follow and all that good funny YouTuber stuff. You know how it be. But yeah,
funny YouTube.
Hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely go sub to her because I know you're kind of creeping up to 20K, aren't you?
Close. What am I at right now?
I think
I'm getting close to 19K. Almost there.
creeping up there. Definitely go drop a sub over there so that we can boost those numbers, boys.
I might have already subbed during this podcast.
Wait, you're already? No, I'm just joking.
I actually did.
You weren't sub before, bro? No. But anyway, all right. Thank you all so much for watching. Much appreciated. From all of us here at the Extreme Z Podcast, we will catch you in the next one.
Take care, everybody.